Live from the Keon Sports Media Network studios, it is By the Playbook. We are officially 6 weeks into the NFL season, but I'm Brandon Soder. With me, Michael Turnovan, Patrick Walls. Guys, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah, not much to say.
Fair. Well, let's get right into it then. Okay, Mike.
He's got to make up for not being here last week.
That's true. A little bit of housekeeping, by the way, at the top of the show. I will not be here next week. So, fellas, if you could stick around at the end of this, we can figure out how to make that work. But anyway, Browns. They're not okay at all.
No, they're not.
Steelers, 23. Browns, 9. The defense still looked okay against the geriatric Aaron Rodgers.
The Steelers defense.
Yeah.
The Steelers offense. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I don't have a lot of real positive takeaways from this game. I mean,
Nope.
kind of the worst of everything came back. Like, Stefanski's play calling is getting questioned, which I think it obviously should be. The offense has no real cohesion. Dylan Gabriel, again, I think at best is going to be a Colt McCoy-esque player. I'll keep saying that. He's not going to be able to go out and win the game for you when you need him to, and he sure as hell is not someone that can go out and throw the ball 53 times and you can expect to win.
No.
Like, that was egregious.
That was bad.
Like, I've been wanting to defend Stefanski for a very long time, but that game plan, when the run game has finally caught some momentum these last few weeks, and Judkins is finally starting to hit his stride, and we just halt that entire thing. I get we were down for a lot of this game.
But, like, we weren't ever down by that much.
No. And yeah, man, I don't know with this team anymore. I'm now at the point where, unless things really turn around, and we were pretty positive after a loss the week before, but after seeing the same game that we've seen so many times, I don't know if Stefanski is going to survive this season if we keep rolling out the same product, or getting the calls for him to stop play calling to the point where the media is asking about it. And that's usually the first sign that a coach is going to be on his way out the door. Love the dude, but something's got to change, man. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if he just doesn't want to evolve his offense. I don't know if there's something weird going on with the whole Shedeur Sanders situation, and they just refuse to play the guy, or somebody didn't want to draft him. The whole thing has been fucky from the beginning, and the vibes have not gotten any better.
Yeah, the only positive that came out of this week, and it has nothing to do with the actual Browns game, was that Bill Callahan was also fired by the Titans.
Yes.
Who was the O-line coach when the Browns were just running roughshod over the whole league. Mm-hmm. So fingers crossed they bring him in as like an outside consultant for the year and then give him the O-line job next year.
I fully support this.
We can hope. We can hope for that.
Yeah, like when we got rid of Hugh Jackson and he went and was like an offensive contractor or something for the Bengals when Baker Mayfield, held his dick at him and refused to shake his hand.
As he should.
Yeah.
That was just a placeholder, though, as Hugh was heading to greener pastures to become the head coach of Grambling State.
Yeah,
which he then transitioned into a job at Georgia Southern, I believe, as the offensive coordinator. That was the plan the whole time.
I say he's coming up. He's working his way back up the ladder.
He's still a quarterback whisperer.
I'm assuming not, unless Georgia Southern is that school from the new Chad Powers show. It's Georgia something. I don't think it's Southern, but
Georgia Tech of the Pacific East-West.
Yeah, that one.
Would you say that coach is a quarterback whisperer because he got Chad Powers?
He did get Chad.
That's true.
So that would be like a team getting Patrick Mahomes and saying, "Oh, he's a quarterback whisperer."
I mean, they tried that. Matt Nagy got a head coaching job thanks to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. So did Eric Bieniemy.
Yay.
Can't think of any others.
So, Steelers side a little bit. I don't think they looked particularly impressive. The defense looked good against the Browns. Not surprising against a rookie quarterback. I thought Gabriel looked better against Minnesota than he did against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
TJ Watt's a fucking problem when you have a decimated, I can't even say a decimated offensive line. It was just bad from the beginning of the year. I know injuries aren't helping, but it's not like a Viking situation where their first and second stringers are all hurt. I mean, we knew this was going to be rough going in. So not surprising there. Rodgers still looks like a shell of himself. He's going to be good enough to get them to the playoffs because this is what the Steelers do. I'm also tired of watching him bitch every single time he doesn't get a call.
He looked decent in the pocket. The fact that
Yeah.
we didn't get a sack against him is incredible. Like, Myles Garrett still has yet to sack Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, which part of that I think is Rodgers being able to get the ball out quick.
How many times have they met?
I can't imagine it's that
4.
often.
At least 4?
So I'm trying to think. We never played him on the Jets, I don't believe. So it would have just been Green Bay. So yeah, it could not have been many times.
Yeah, so that's 6 years worth of opportunities to play him.
Yeah.
But either way, like the most egregious I think is this week because the Steelers offensive line is solid, but it's nothing special.
Yeah.
And we're going up against a statue of a quarterback to suddenly have that part of the defense also fall off. It just felt like no one was really interested in playing this game. Like apathy starting to set in, which again is another kind of death nail. I feel like I really am starting to feel like Stefanski ain't gonna make it too much longer, guys.
The thing that pissed me off about this the most is the fact that Denzel Ward did not shadow DK Metcalf the entire game, while Tyson Campbell got his feet wet in a brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, man defense isn't the most crazy thing to do, but a brand new defense that he had 3 days to pick up on.
And he got cooked.
He got cooked.
He was such a good fit, though. What do you mean? You don't need practice for that when you're a good fit. He fits the scheme.
Yeah. Have him fit the scheme against
Calvin Austin.
Yeah. Whatever. I was going to say Tavon Austin. I only remember the last name.
Darnell Washington.
So the way I look at it, if we had Greg Newsome still, I wouldn't want him on DK either.
No.
And that was the equivalent that we ended up trading for.
Yeah.
So I don't
understand the thought process behind that.
Yeah. Campbell looked lost. Again, DK not the easiest assignment in the world. I get it, but early on, that's not looking particularly great. I did have one other issue with the Steelers and the officiating specifically in this game. I know I just talked about Rodgers bitching about calls, and maybe one of you guys can explain this better because when I watched the play, I really did not understand what was going on. The Steelers were punting the ball away, still relatively deep in their own territory, and the Browns got pressure through and actually managed to push one of the offensive line, or special teams linemen for the Steelers into the punter. He was hit by his own player. Am I correct in that? Because I did not see a Brown touch him.
I don't think it was the blatant contact. Like, it wasn't the fact that he went or the force that he went down. But I think a Browns player did touch him while he was going down.
I remember that.
So that's why it was running into the kicker instead of roughing the kicker. Because, he basically threw his own guy into him, but I think he still made contact.
Yeah, which I think you've got rose-tinted glasses on that one, Brandon.
I really don't think so, man. Go back and watch that replay. Like, that is not even remotely intentional. That is not remotely...
It doesn't matter if it's intentional.
Yeah, it's a soft call if you want to call it a soft call. I won't disagree.
It's a bullshit call.
But it happened.
Yeah. Bullshit call, soft call, tomato, potato here.
Yeah. Regardless, whatever. Fucking look at that. That was enough to extend the drive, though. Steelers score a touchdown off of it.
I don't want to be wrong.
No.
Fuck you guys. I'm right. You're wrong. You're sorry.
Go back and watch it. Shut up.
For real, okay. Like, if we want to go letter of the law, sure, maybe. But the guy was only going down because his own fucking lineman couldn't stand his ground and do his job.
I don't think it would have made a difference, but it was a soft call. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the game was still closer. Like, that is, if I remember correctly, what put them up 23? It was later in the game. Like, that was kind of the last nail for us.
But it was still 16-9, and we hadn't sniffed inside their 30 the whole game.
I agree with you, but that's still a one-possession game.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So, that was tough. Harold Fannin looked good.
Yep.
Always does.
Our
Jabril
rookies...
Peppers looked real good for us.
He had like 80 yards or something. No, he was good. The rookies always look good.
The
when
rookies
they're
have been
getting out
great.
there.
Judkins did not look good this game.
They also didn't use him that much.
It's
Judkins is a
12
running
carries.
back similar to Chubb.
Only 12 carries, though, which kind of bums me out.
Right. Like he's a running back that picks up momentum as the game goes on.
Yeah.
He's a bruiser similar to the way Nick Chubb ran. I'm not saying he's the same running back, but you've got to use him in order to get him going, and especially in a sloppy game like that where the field was as like messy as it was.
Yeah.
Which shout out to what's their field? It's not Heinz anymore, is it? Isn't it like Arcashire or something stupid?
I have no idea.
I still call it Three Rivers Stadium. So
That one. That was the conditions were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Not saying that's the reason we lost. The Steelers are playing on that same field, but still unacceptable.
Yeah.
But the rookie class is looking good.
Maybe this is part of the plan, though. Maybe you have Dylan Gabriel throw it 52 times, so you go, hey, this is DG, man. This is what we're going to get out of him. It's perfect timing. Bring out Shadur. We set it up.
Well, no,
we've shown everybody at home this is what Dylan Gabriel is. This is who he is as a player. You might get a little bit better, but you probably won't.
maybe that's Stefanski pushing the issue, so now he can go and start Shador. He's
so
showing
cool.
ownership.
I hope so.
I highly doubt it, but
This is like watching the worst version of Bo Nix.
It's bad.
yikes. You're not wrong. Another Oregon quarterback. Already talks about another Oregon quarterback getting drafted by the Browns next year at this rate in Dante Moore.
I don't want Oregon quarterbacks. I want Oklahoma quarterbacks.
And John Mateer, you want another undersized guy? We got one of those already.
John Mateer is at least a bro.
John Mateer undersized?
Yes. He is very small in comparison to a lot of the other quarterbacks that were in this class. Specifically Dante Moore and
let me know how tall that man is. I thought
he's got to be 6 foot.
Yeah, I thought he was
6'1".
Oh, 6'1".
He's listed at 6'1". So Dylan Gabriel's listed at 6 foot or was in college. So take that for
No, he wasn't. Dylan Gabriel is listed as 5'10".
He's listed as 5'10" now. And he is also like 5'8".
We are gonna look this up too.
Either way.
One thing I can prove you wrong on the punt. I can only give you my.
No, he's not as small as Gabriel. I'm not making that direct comparison, but he's still undersized in comparison to the other players coming. Other than like I think Sam Levitt's also a little bit of a smaller prospect, but he's not looking that great either.
I was gonna say either way, they all look not good.
No,
it's a pretty weak class coming out.
Oh no, you were right.
What you get?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oregon Ducks listed him as 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doubt.
And I'm 6'5".
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I will never understand why colleges inflate these numbers. It's weird, like, because the NBA does the opposite, where like guys are listed as not as tall as they actually are. Like Kevin Durant refuses to admit he's 7 feet tall. Like weird shit like that. But like the guys are gonna go to the combine at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're going to figure out how tall they are. And I know you can even game that. I think Kyler Murray like somehow gave himself an inch or two at the combine.
More extra socks, don't you know?
That's just load him up, the little platform shoes.
He did the roller coaster tricks.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, Kyler Murray literally showed up to the combine just to get his height measured and then did nothing else.
I'm pretty sure it was Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
He had to do the MLB combine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Run over there.
That's still nuts. He got drafted in the top 10.
Yeah, 10th overall in baseball and number 1 in the NFL.
Insane. Getting back to this one, Steelers seem like they're kind of in the driver's seat of the NFC North now, or AFC North rather. I think even going into last week, Baltimore was still the favorite.
Yeah, not anymore.
No way they are now. Now they are getting Lamar back here eventually, and their schedule gets easier. But the Steelers would really have to collapse, which they have done several times in the last few years.
I said the writing's on the wall for a solid 10-7 season from them,
which is exactly what I think we all expected.
Yeah,
10-7.
They're definitely going to go 6-6 the rest of the way.
Yeah,
or no, would it be 5-6 because they're 5-1 now, right?
Don't ask me to do math. They haven't had a bye yet. Oh wait,
yeah,
no, they did have a bye. They did have a bye.
So they're going to go 5-6.
I don't know. Whatever. Last thing on the Browns that I've got. So we talked about, actually you have it in here, Patrick, that potential trade candidates, Njoku, Teller, Batonio. The one that really surprised me was Jerome Ford. And that's not us just like throwing something against the wall and being like, oh, maybe somebody wants Ford because we have
No,
two
that's
other good
people
running
talking
backs.
about it.
No, it's actually got traction. I believe it was
Yeah.
Adam Schefter
Mhm.
first reported it earlier today. The rest
Yeah.
of those make sense. Batonio's older, but he's a great offensive lineman still, even in his 30s. Njoku makes sense because Harold Fannin has been playing as well as he has.
Yep.
And Njoku really hasn't been as sharp this year. He looks like he's playing a little heavy, a little slower than he was previously.
They had him beef up. He's
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, so they wanted them to block more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that makes sense. But either way, like those all make sense. Jerome Ford, I don't know how running back needy you'd have to be to bite on that. Like I think about the Chiefs, for example. I get that they want a running back, but would you rather have Jerome Ford or a combination of Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt? Let's
You'd
be
have to
honest.
be the Chargers. The Chargers are the only team that makes sense to me.
But even Vidal
The
looked good
Chargers
this
don't
week.
make sense either. Omarion Hampton's coming back.
Yeah, he's not out for the full year.
They're worried about his injury being longer than it looks.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't read that.
So-
For a little bit longer than like just the minimum 4 weeks.
But you also have to think that, and again, who knows who actually gets moved, but you've got Alvin Kamara and Brees Hall also sitting out there.
Yeah.
So unless there's now a third team that really can't do better than Jerome Ford after those two guys get moved, I don't really know what kind of value, if any, you're getting for him. I mean, if somebody comes along and wants him, great.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just
even if it's a 6th or 7th round pick, like look at what the Commanders got with a 7th round pick in Bill.
that's true.
Granted,
Bill
we don't
Krosky
need another
Bear.
running back. That's part of the reason he's on the block, but still.
Point being, it could turn into something down the road.
Yeah.
You never know.
You could even be a boat.
Oh, exactly. Mm-hmm. Could even be a boat. No, watch like the Vikings come out of nowhere and go like, we want Jerome Ford. Aaron Jones is out of the door. We want Jordan Mason and Jerome Ford.
Stellar combo.
He's gonna go to Philly and suddenly just tear it up.
He's,
Figure it out.
he is definitely one of those candidates that just goes, nobody's gonna expect it. It's just some weird team.
He'll be a third running
Dolphins.
back on a
The
competitor somewhere.
It's like, why them? I don't know.
No, we were just
They just got really editing other trades and they wanted to make one.
Devon Achane's too good. We need to tank. Let's get Jerome Ford in here. Him and Ollie Gordon. We're just gonna pound the rock as slowly as possible.
Oh yeah.
All right. Last couple things from this game. Mike Tomlin, after the game, which was weird because it's obviously way after the trade and everything for Joe Flacco took place, took a shot at the Browns for trading in the division. He's a 41-year-old quarterback. Who gives a fuck?
It's such a
Are you worried about playing him this week now? You're sad you don't have Jake Browning coming up? Joe Flacco's going to be a little too hard for you there, Tomlin? Are you seeing ghosts from the Ravens teams beating your ass in the past? Like, I don't really understand that.
I just don't understand a head coach calling out a front office.
That isn't
like,
his
not
own.
Their own front office. Like,
Yeah.
completely different. I've never seen that before.
I don't get it.
Bad take. I don't know. It's like when someone is just bad at trash talk, but they want to do it. That's what that comes off as. Like, buddy, again, 41-year-old quarterback who can barely move in the pocket.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, I can't believe they traded him to the Bengals. Why not?
Why?
Yeah, like we weren't gonna use him.
Yeah.
And look, since we made that trade, we get the Icy Hot Bowl next week on Thursday. So the day you guys are listening to this podcast. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco. It's going to be a game.
Yeah. There will be football played, kind of.
2 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be electric.
I listened to, I forget what podcast I was like, that part doesn't matter, but there was a random ad for Thursday Night Football in there, and they just feebly tried to make it sound exciting. Like, they were just scratching. They were like, oh, the rough and tumble Pittsburgh Steelers with years of experience go up against the explosive offensive weapons of Cincinnati. It's experience versus explosiveness on Thursday night. Like, nothing about the Bengals offense is explosive right now, and experience just means fucking
Except for the
old.
diarrhea that Jake Browning had.
Yeah.
That's
Very explosive.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
But there's a lot of experience on the Steelers.
There certainly is. Can't wait to still watch that game because I'm addicted to football.
I think I could find literally anything better to do.
I can't.
I'll watch paint dry.
We could
Oh,
do that.
I'll stare at the sleeper app and hope it doesn't glitches out and hope my fantasy
Hope
team
you can
wins.
actually read the numbers.
I
Yeah,
do appreciate that when it's like, oh, cool, I'm projected to beat you by zero point 0.3 points. It's going to be 2.97 to 2.94. It's like, this is awesome.
this is electric right now. Oh, speaking of electric fantasy football, do you want to hear the new rule that we came up for our fantasy
Oh
football league, our
God.
chaotic
Yes.
fantasy football league? It is now quarterbacks get 1 point per passing yard.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, Mike. I know we've talked about this a shit ton off air. I don't think you've actually brought up the league, and even if you have, can you just give the people a refresher on this, because this league you're in is fucking bonkers.
It's the most fun league that I've ever been a part of, and it is there's no money on it, but it's the most fun league. Seriously, just top to bottom, everything about it is just chaotic. So we get one quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end, one individual defensive player. And the way it works is we do matchups. We have the league median score that you have to beat. You either beat that median and you go 1-0, or you lose, so you're 0-1, or 2-0, 0-2, whatever it may be. But we do have a rule right now. Well, actually, right out the gate, we have a rule. I don't know if I told you guys about it. If you beat a team, you get to snatch a player from that team that you beat, which is great. So I just lost Bijan Robinson this week. Somebody took Bijan from me. Really a bummer, but also we'll get to that later. So I took Bijan, and then I just have to scramble to pick somebody up. Every single week, the loseriest loser, the one who had the least amount of points, gets to come up with a rule. This is where the chaos comes in, because we just come up with the craziest rules, whether it's actually something you can do with the sleeper app or it's something we make up. My first rule was the 100 points for a quarterback tackle. So if a quarterback
Classic.
throws a pick, chases the player down and makes a tackle, congratulations, you got 100 points if you started that quarterback.
Was it
The
Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes, I think, the only two that have done that this year? Patrick Mahomes had a strip sack or a strip
Yeah, I
fumble.
say Patrick Mahomes is one of 8 quarterbacks ever to have a
Wow.
forced fumble.
would have had like 102 points then. I don't know. The other one that I really like a lot is if a player gets 6 receptions on 9 targets, they get 69 points for that, which is great.
Nice.
We currently have sacks are worth 69 points, so pick up your individual defensive player if they get a sack, 69 points. I lost this week, 145 to 20, because that guy had who did he have? Some guy, I think the Broncos guy, who's really good, who had 2 sacks. So lost that week. We currently have per every rushing attempt is minus a point, so that's also something you have to take into consideration. As I
Jordan
just
Howard, running
Isn't
back
there
one.
another reception rule too?
what's it? Yeah, if you have double-digit targets
Oh,
for every yard that you've gained, it's now negative points. So Puka, the 1 week, had 12 receptions. Well, he had 170 yards. You don't get those 17 points anymore. You now not only get those points, you also lose 17 points. So there's a 34-point swing.
nice.
And yeah, the newest one is going to be the quarterback one. Dak Prescott is currently projected for 280 points this week. Brock Purdy is very close with 270. And the other guy who always loses also has a rule that he's going to bring in if he loses. It is going to be for every completed pass, you will lose 5 points. So
What the fuck?
for every yard that they get, for every passing yard, you get a point. Congratulations. But you're gonna lose 5 points for every catch. So the guys who just dink and dunk all the time, never throw it downfield, like Dylan Gabriel, that guy would be a monster to have. Like that would be horrendous.
So can you just keep stealing quarterbacks from the same player, like every time,
Oh yeah,
so they just don't have any?
Last week I had to run without a quarterback because people just kept taking quarterbacks from me, and I'm like, all right,
You
well,
weren't
I can't.
able to pick one up in time?
No, so I had I think I had a receiver. I think I got a receiver who got hurt. So I'm like, okay, well, I need a new receiver, but also my quarterback got hurt. I'm like, all right, I need a new quarterback or I need a new receiver. Well, at least the receiver has the opportunity to get the 6 receptions on 9 targets. That's a potential 69 points right there. So I'm going to run with that. Didn't work, but it's the most chaotic.
How the fuck do you even keep track of what to root for, man?
I know, right?
Oh, it's so fun. It is so fun seeing like the projections for running backs. Like Christian McCaffrey is projected 2.3 points this week. Because every rushing attempt he gets, he loses a point.
Just projecting him to tear his ACL.
Oh man.
Ugh.
We actually do have a bonus going on right now. So we also have, if you can't fill your roster by picking up players, the rest of the league assigns somebody to your team, but they have to be rostered 69% or more. So
Okay.
naturally, high risk, high reward. They gave me Chris Olave, who I fucking despise.
Yeah.
Extra funny, they said if he gets concussed, I get an automatic 1,000 points.
Okay, no, you keep him on the fucking team then, man. That is almost guaranteed to pay off at some point.
High risk because he's a PPR machine. High reward because he can get 1,000 points.
That's too funny.
It's the best league ever made. It just is.
How did Mike win points for by 5,000 points, yet still ended up 3-10?
It's incredible.
Jesus.
It's incredible.
All right, let's get it back on track. Browns have the Dolphins coming up next. As of this morning, at least, Browns 2.5-point favorites.
I don't believe it.
That's so dumb.
I mean, the only thing I could think is it's a home game. Typically, home team baseline gets a 3-point edge. So I guess if it was in Miami, it would then be flipped to 3.5 for Miami. I get the vibes are bad there. So, like, I still don't feel comfortable putting any money on the Dolphins, and I'm not going to in this game. Still bizarre, though, that after that showing, the Browns are favored in anything at this point. But
Dolphins are frisky, but not in a good way.
No.
Like
we'll get to them. We'll get to them.
Sometimes.
Tua had a couple moments this week.
He had a great interview, and
sure.
I made sure to put in a note.
Oh, yeah. Before we get to that, though, guys, this episode is brought to you by Jim McConville at Helene Kia. For over 2 decades, salesman Jim McConville of Helene Kia in North Olmsted on Lorraine Road has been your trusted source for all new and used vehicles. With knowledge of the car buying industry and experience you can trust, McConville makes sure his customers are satisfied, safe, and drive away in a car they can afford and enjoy. Visit him today at
I'm ready.
27932 Lorraine Road in North Olmsted. Thank you again, Jim. We love you.
Did you make a heart on that last one there, Mike?
I did a rainbow.
With your imagination.
Imagination. All right, let's get it going. Thursday night football last week. Giants 34, Eagles 17. Whew. Dart and Skattebo may be saving Brian Dable his job right now. This is a completely different team.
What the fuck lukewarm take is that?
Well, the thing is, honestly, and we'll get to the Eagles in a second, I feel like this is going to convolute things more than anything for the Giants because they're going to have a very tough conversation with themselves on whether or not they think Dable is the right guy going forward because he doesn't coach the best games. He tends to kind of like start slipping when the game plan's not according to the way that he wants to. He doesn't adjust well. Is that the guy you want going forward? Like, is he part of the success, or is it just Jackson Dart and Cam Skattebo? You happen to draft 2 stud players here. So still a good problem, I think, to have for the Giants because you'd much rather have a potential franchise quarterback and a CTE warrior in Skattebo. But, man, this team is so much fun to watch now. Like, Skattebo can and will run through walls. But he tried to at Arizona State, as that video came out after this game of him just pregame ramming his head into a brick wall over and over and over again.
He's an idiot.
The more that comes out, the more the dude just makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, Mike, I know you were talking about it. The shtick was getting old. I don't think it's shtick. I think this dude's just a fucking idiot.
Yeah. No, he's definitely a donkey-brained person, but it's annoying, man. You're just annoying. It was really funny at first, but now it was really, it's like hanging out with that one friend who does like the crazy stuff where it's like, oh wow, this guy's crazy. This guy's fun.
Yeah.
But when you bring him around 5 or 6 more times, and it's like, dude, can we just go out once and you not be a problem? Can
Yeah.
you not be the fun friend for one time?
He's the one guy who like you want to hear like, oh, he's coming.
Yeah.
That one time. It's like, oh, we're going to this place. He loves this place. He'll be there. And then that's the only place he goes. So you avoid it until you want to see him again.
You know what he is? He is the person who's friends with your friend who you love to hear stories about. That's who he is. Where it's like, oh yeah, I went out with Cam the other day. Yeah, what happened? Really? What did he do this time?
Like, do you have video?
He was running his head into a wall and headbutted a guy, and now they're best friends. That's crazy, but that sounds like him. But as his friend, you're like, Christ, this guy just shows up at my house at 11 o'clock and just wants to go out drinking. Like, I'm 42, man. No.
Have you guys seen The Sopranos? Or at least know the meme I'm about to refer to here?
I mean,
I haven't said it yet, so I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
So there's a scene where Tony, I think it's his dad, he's explaining to, like telling him about the good old days of the mob. He's like, oh, you guys used to run Jersey. And he's like demented as shit, has like no idea where he is. And he's like, oh, that's nice. That's going to be Jackson Dart's grandkids talking to Skattebo when he's 70. If he makes it that far.
Jackson Dart's kids talking, or Jackson Dart talking to Cam Skattebo in 3 years.
That's true.
Yeah,
in week 7.
Not when he's 70 and when he's 27.
Dude is going to have an incredible 3 years in the NFL.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what we said around draft time. Like, he's going to be great for about 3 seasons, and then he's just going to fall off the rails.
Mm-hmm. Like, what happened? Well, he was perpetually concussed.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy the ride while it's still going. I know we've talked about the Browns rookie class a lot, but the Giants have really nailed this as well. Obviously, Skattebo and Dart, but on the other side, Abdul Carter, the favorite for defensive rookie of the year, as he absolutely should be. He has been incredibly disruptive. That line we thought would be the strength, if any, on the Giants team is now making things a lot easier, getting the ball back to the offense. I mean, Jackson Dart, a great thrower and a dynamic runner. If anything, similar to Skattebo, a little bit reckless at times, which can be concerning. He's already missed like series at least, like having to go get checked out for concussions. It's happened in 2 different games now.
Sitting back there like, put him in.
Yeah, Dable freaking out.
Get him out of the tent.
When Dart went into the tent. And then my favorite part is Skattebo going into the tent with him as if he's going to provide like any sort of useful information. At first, I thought both of them got concussed and they were just like getting it figured out together. But no,
he went in there as his emotional support animal.
I thought he walked in there to be like, dude, you got to be okay, dude. They're about to put Russ in. You got to get back out here.
Russ played. He had exactly 2 plays, and he had a awful throw on 3rd down and immediately got booed while they were leading.
He had an entire stadium booing him. He's so done.
Yeah, to go, even from a personality standpoint, to go from Jackson Dart to Russell Wilson is about as big of a downgrade as you can get. The vibes were in shambles there for a moment. But ultimately, Giants win this game. Absolutely earned it. The Eagles, how concerned are we about Philly?
Jalen Hurts. It feels so good to be right about Jalen Hurts. That guy's a fraud. He's not a good quarterback. He can't throw the ball deep. He can't throw the ball deep.
It was bad.
He cannot. That one play where Devonta Smith had like 4 steps on whatever that defender was.
Yeah.
And fucking Jalen Hurts just missed him. That ball wasn't even catchable. It's like that right there is how you get back in the game. Because I think they were down 2 scores at that point. Maybe it was like 10 points, 13 points.
They were down 2 scores, it felt like, for the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that right there is the swing. That's a momentum shift.
Yep.
We got that on them. We're back.
He threw their bye week now.
Yeah, you missed that, and it's like, all right, well, Giants don't have to take the deep ball seriously because he can't hit anybody. I think AJ Brown hit a couple too, where he wasn't gonna like catch it and make it to the end zone, but he had a step or 2 on defenders, and Jalen Hurts just can't put the ball where it needs to be.
If I remember right, he underthrew, was it AJ Brown there at the end of the game as well? For the first pick he's thrown in a while.
It's the first pick he threw all season.
Yeah. Which I don't think is necessarily a good thing. He hasn't thrown a ton.
No. They didn't need to beforehand.
We'll get to another quarterback that hasn't thrown any picks this year, and nobody thinks is any good. The what's concerning to me among like the offense has not looked particularly put together all year. Saquon has really not gotten it going at any point.
No, the offensive line is a shell of what it was last year.
But
I think Saquon might be getting the Brees Hall treatment. Where they're like, yeah, dude,
maybe.
just run up the middle. You'll figure it out. Can we get you in open space?
No, it's Saquon. He's good enough.
Yeah.
But this is 2 times now that this defense has absolutely crumbled without Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how much is this man the crux of the defense? Because they have a bunch of star players over there. A lot of Georgia guys specifically.
Yeah.
But Jalen Carter now, the Cowboys game, they did not look great. They did eventually win that game. That was kind of weird and fluky. You had the lightning delay and all that other weird shit. And then in this one, when he was a very late scratch, just didn't look anywhere near the same. Again, Skattebo had an incredible game on that defensive line. Dart did very well. So yeah, I think you got to start hitting the alarm bells a little bit if you're Philly. The good news is I feel like everyone's kind of regressing to the mean these last few weeks.
Yeah.
So every team that we thought was super dominant is kind of coming back to earth, and the ones that we were panicking about, for the most part, are starting to kind of get things back on track.
Who are the good teams? I don't know who the good teams are.
The Colts.
Yeah, the Colts have been the most stable, and they still almost lost to Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, they like actually almost lost to Jacoby.
Yeah,
right.
That game was close the entire time.
The thing with Philly, their schedule does not get much easier. There are no easy games in the NFC. Even the Saints have been in almost every game they've played in. They only have one win, but there is no cupcakes in the NFC.
I say the Saints are a much better team than people are giving them credit for.
Yes. Yeah, they have played.
It's crazy to say.
All right, let's we'll go ahead and get into the next slate here into Sunday London game, which I think we've only got 17 more London games left this year. It feels like
I thought there was only one.
I think there's one more in London, one more in Madrid. Point being, feels like there's way more than usual.
Simply too many.
Yes. And this might have been the worst thing that we've done to the British since 1776. Denver 13, Jets 11. I got a few. Go ahead. Whoever wants to start this, Patrick.
I put it in there because outside of Brees Hall being on the trade block, I legitimately have nothing to say about this game. It was pathetic. Justin Fields had -10 net passing yards.
Yes.
They had 82 yards total as a team.
That's pathetic. And if you guys are wondering, net passing yards, that includes sacks, which is how you get to that number. He didn't throw it backwards 10 yards. But if you're Aaron Glenn, I don't know why you're not putting Tyrod Taylor in at any point, because Fields got nothing going.
No.
And his explanation was, well, Fields was better in the previous weeks, so I figured something good would happen.
He's going to be gone by the end of the year.
When are we ready to admit to ourselves that Justin Fields just isn't a good quarterback?
No, I think we're there.
Especially
he's a great backup.
Guy people, he's just not very good at football. He can't figure it out.
No,
he's going to.
No one from that draft class can really figure it out.
Yeah, granted, it is the Jets, and they couldn't even figure out Aaron Rodgers, but he's not going to figure it out. And Aaron Glenn should probably get shit canned as soon as possible.
Yeah.
After watching that final minute in the second quarter,
that was bizarre.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen. What, they were on their own 30? Was it their own 30-yard line? And it was 4th and 1. And he's like, "No, stay out there. We're going for it. Or maybe they tried to fake go for it.
I don't think it was 4th down.
Everybody knew they were going for it. So it's like, they go for it. They get it. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. What are they going to do now? Run a play?
No.
No,
we're just going to yell at each other from the sidelines.
They're just going to stand around, and Justin Fields is going to be like, what are we doing here? Are we going to – am I throwing? Are we running again? What are we doing here? What's going on? Garrett Wilson is blowing up on Aaron Glenn. Are you fucking serious with this?
Aaron Glenn is just walking away.
Yeah, he's just walking away, just putting his head down. I don't know how to talk about this.
I'm very anti-firing coaches in year one, but Glenn looks lost right now.
Yeah.
We talked about who we thought.
Eberflus looked like a genius.
Well, we talked about who we thought were going to be the worst teams in the NFL at the beginning of this year. The Jets generally were not in that conversation. We didn't think they were going to be good or make the playoffs, but I remember me specifically saying they had guys at every level of the offense and the defense that could do something. The defenses looked like historic levels of terrible.
Yeah.
The quarterback play from Fields has been god-awful, and after 1 week of productivity from Breece Hall, he has gone right back on the shelf.
Yep.
The funniest thing is, though, like, week 1 with the Jets, they looked good.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch.
It was.
But that was fun. And then they regressed right back to it. But then this game happens. They come out, I think it was the third quarter. They come out, they look good. They looked very good on that first drive in the third quarter against the best defense in the league. And then what happened? Again, they just crumbled. Like, can they only stick to a script, and after that, they just have no clue what's going on?
Hugh Jackson was very good at the scripted plays. Don't
Very
forget.
good script. We have another Hugh Jackson.
All right, that's all I really got on this one. Broncos, it was sloppy, but they made it work. Bo Nix showed up when they needed him to. Not his best game by any means. But, yeah, that's it there. We already talked about Breece Hall as well, obviously on the trade block. He did also put up something on Instagram, I believe, that said free, and I can't remember what his number was, but it's his number. He hasn't formally requested a trade, but he is now sending cryptic messages on social media, which is always good for team morale.
I think that one's not really cryptic. That's pretty right in your face. Like, hey, let's do this.
Hey, I want to be a Jet forever, but also have they won a game?
No.
No. They're the only team in the NFL that has not won a game.
We're 0-6, and I'm just kind of done.
Yeah.
You want to trade me? I want you to trade me.
He's heard the rumors. Like, he's just, I think, trying to perpetuate it now.
If he goes to the Chiefs, that'd be so cool. Just because I want Breece Hall to do good. It would suck, but it'd be really cool.
As a football fan, it would suck.
I want him on the Chargers, man.
I don't.
Harbaugh with him?
Yes, but as a fantasy football Breece Hall stock owner, I sure hope not.
All right, let's move on, guys. Indiana. What the fuck? Indianapolis 31, Arizona 27. This felt like from the beginning that things were not going to go the Colts' way, that it was going to be one of those weird, like, the worst team wins kind of situations. I want to say Saturday they announced Kyler Murray wasn't playing right after Battlefield 6 comes out. I'm sure that's a coincidence. And Jacoby Brissett gets the start. Then in pregame, two different players, one consequential and one not. Charvarius Ward, one of their starting cornerbacks, runs into a tight end and concusses himself.
Funny.
Just two guys warming up, not paying attention, and just collided.
The warm-up that he was doing did not look football-related at all. It looked like he was running a receiver route.
To be fair, he's a corner. They're similar.
But, like, he was running away from a quarterback. Like, he wasn't, like, it didn't look like he was shadowing anything. It looked like he ran an out route.
Well, he was shadowing that tight end poorly.
Yeah.
Then the other more bizarre one, Anthony Richardson was working out with, like, the bands. Because that's the thing now. And managed to snap one back straight at his eyeball and broke his orbital bone. And had to go to the hospital. I don't know what Anthony Richardson did to piss off God.
His forearm was just so tired from gripping that band, it needed a break.
That's true. That's true.
Dude, that guy's on my Mount Rushmore with Ben Simmons for just all-time clown. He's on my Mount Rushmore. He's something else.
He's gonna be
so dumb.
He's gonna be such a good tight end for the Saints in 2 years. I can't wait.
He's gonna have the Tim Tebow career where he's going to try to come back as a tight end.
Which, I mean, he is built much better than Tebow was. If anyone's going to succeed at doing that, it's
hopefully he has more of a Taysom Hill career, because that would be cool to see.
That would. Either way, Colts do manage to win this one still. Jacoby Brissett played a very good game. I believe 2 touchdowns, 27 points. The
fun fact about that, the offensive coordinator and the quarterback's coach were the same as when he played for the Browns when Deshaun Watson first got here and had to serve his suspension.
Huh.
That's why he looks so good coming off the bench and having not played or started a game in
See,
371 days.
but this is also what Jacoby does, I feel like, where the first game or two that you need him, he looks above serviceable, and then
he does enough to
something
get that
falls.
$10 million contract.
It's the Ryan Fitzpatrick model, where I'm going to come in for 2 games and fucking kill it, and then I'm going to just... Right now, the peaks and valleys of Ryan Fitzpatrick were much different, but similar style. Like, Fitzpatrick would go from throwing 5 touchdowns and no picks to 4 picks and fucking
But
nothing.
he always looked good in those post-game
always
interviews
did.
with his velour tracksuit, unzipped, the gold chain.
Wasn't that Jameis's shit that he took? I'm pretty sure it was.
Been, honestly. That would not surprise me one bit.
That was when he was in Tampa.
Yeah.
Jacoby's in the weird purgatory of being a backup and almost good enough to be a starter. Almost.
He's like the 37th best quarterback in the league.
He is great value Geno Smith. And Geno Smith is good enough.
Yikes.
Geno Smith is up and up brand Geno Smith.
Other things from this game, though, man, like Arizona also didn't have Maserati Marv for, I believe, basically a full half, if I remember right. He went out relatively early. And still Arizona had a chance to win it at the last second. Pass gets broken up. That was another weird thing. The pass got broken up. It was really nowhere near the intended receiver, which was Trey McBride, and McBride just lost his shit on the refs and seemed to think that he was held or pushed or something. If anything, incidental contact, but he was heavily pleading his case.
Yeah, gotta fight for the flag, man. That was game on the line.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I think...
Last play of the game. Can't hold anything back now.
Go for it, man.
I think I'm ready to say it. I don't think the shoe's dropping on Daniel Jones. I think we've got...
I say this was by far his worst game.
And he still won. And
actually, this was not his worst game. He had a worse one, but like this was not a good game.
The Ram game, which they still
very good.
They defeated themselves in.
Yeah.
Like he was an Adonai Mitchell drop away from winning that one. Like
yeah.
So like while he's not the best quarterback in the league by any means, he is good enough that the team does not have to be perfect for them to still go out and win. Which if you would have said that's what you're getting from Daniel Jones before the beginning of the year, anyone would have signed up.
No. That's like been the thing with the Colts. They were one of those teams where you would look at them and be like, dude, if they just get a quarterback, they have what they need. They've got Jonathan Taylor. They have, Adonai Mitchell was supposed to be better than he is, but they've got Adonai Mitchell. They've got a
solid defense.
Michael Pittman, Tyler Warren.
And Josh Downs over there. Yeah, I forgot they just picked up Tyler Warren. They have everything. They just need a quarterback.
An offensive line that works, too.
And they've just needed a quarterback since Andrew Luck retired. And this felt like the same thing. Like, AR, I'll give them credit for. They finally tried something different. But before that, it was just washed veteran after washed veteran. And none of them worked.
Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, just over and over. Same thing, same results, and then great. Now we have Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Wonderful. This is going to work. And
it worked.
It worked and is still working. But they still won, I guess.
Yeah, so the last couple weeks, they have looked like a completely different team than those first 3 weeks of the season when they could do no wrong. I don't know what happened.
They legitimately look like the most balanced team in the NFL to start off. I mean, my only thought is the offensive line. Like, I know Omarion Hampton's hurt now, too, but even before he went out, like, it just seemed like the second they lost Alt, they obviously haven't had Slater all year, like, everything changed.
Yeah.
They're also missing, what's his name, Quentin Johnston this week, too, and he's been their biggest.
That's true, yeah.
I wonder if this is going to be his get-right game of going back to normal Quentin Johnston.
Well, no, he did play.
Did he?
Just not well. I'm fairly...
He was out because I had a bet for him to get a touchdown, and they voided it immediately.
Okay. That might have been the week before then that he only had, like, 4 points.
He had, like, a flare-up for, like, a hammy, I think, is what happened.
Gotcha.
He just didn't play.
Yep, that makes sense. He's questionable for this week. Yeah, so Chargers not looking great. They had control of this game for the majority of it. The Dolphins started to kind of surge back. But they're still the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Darren
Waller?
Yeah, he's awesome.
What the fuck?
I don't understand.
Him in Miami. It's peanut butter and jelly.
What was the receiver last year, Nikine Westbrook or whatever?
Oh, Nakini Westbrook or
Yeah,
Westbrook
where he had
Nakini.
like 12 catches for 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like that's the pace Darren Waller's on right now.
Darren Waller.
He is the
10
Jordan
catches and
Howard of
4
tight ends.
touchdowns.
It,
Well, no, because Darren Waller's crushing it.
Yeah.
by Darren Waller standards, yes. Kamani Vidal also looked pretty good without Amari and Hampton in, and with a bad offensive line.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Like everybody in the fantasy community was just kind of tossing up a coin between Vidal and Haskins as to what running back to take. And congratulations if you took Vidal, I guess.
In every league I was in, it was like $30 or $40 for Haskins, and then Vidal got picked up like Thursday morning, well after the waiver wire.
Really?
It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Wow. I think it did, like, so I'm in 2 leagues. One is half PPR, one's full point PPR. And I think each of them just edged each other out on the projection based on what kind of league you were in. Like, they were that close.
Yeah.
Sleeper had no idea what to do with them.
The thing is, like, the balls to not only, well, not the balls to pick him up, but to start that guy, how just destroyed did your team have to be? To do like a 50-50 of, like, I don't know, man. This guy might get an 8 point, or what did he get, like 22 in some weeks? Like, that's such a scary pickup. I just avoided it.
No, that's the correct move. All of that said, man, Dolphins continue to look broken. Patrick, you had it in here. 42 offensive plays that did not end in an incompletion, sack, or a quarterback run. 26 of them went to Jalen Waddle or Devon Achane.
Yeah.
And the rest probably went to Darren Waller.
No, Darren Waller only got 2.
Yep.
Still not a lot.
No.
This is a very predictable offense, which is that's the frustrating part.
Succeeded.
That's
Achane had like 180 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. They couldn't stop him.
It did, but it hasn't in previous weeks. Like the problem is Mike McDaniel is a great offensive coach, but he hasn't evolved that offense now in 3 years.
No.
Like we talked about it at the Bills game. It is so predictable, and they were able to take advantage of a good matchup this week against the Chargers and get Achane plenty of room to go, but especially now without Tyreek Hill to take the top off, like teams are going to be able to key in on this.
Yeah.
He's not done enough for being labeled as boy genius and this, like, again, great offensive mind. It seems like he's too overwhelmed with the regular head coaching duties to put any kind of focus in on that.
Yeah.
3 things. 1, Sean McVay is the guru.
I agree.
That guy's boy genius.
I'm agreeing with you, but
2, Mike McDaniel just plays like Madden and goes, hey, I have more talent on the field. I'm just going to drop crazy shit. You can know what I'm going to do, but you can't stop it.
And that works when you have the talent.
3, you said duty.
Thank you. One day closer to death. Okay. Yeah, so McDaniel's still my pick of being the next coach to get ousted mid-season.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
I feel like he's just waiting for it.
Yeah, it seems like he's been waiting for it since the beginning of the year.
Like he's almost actively. I mean, the play calls. I feel like he's actively trying to. And this week was like, oh shit, it worked.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm not giving him a pass, but I really want to. I like to imagine some of it does have to do with Tua, though, and Tua just not grasp and be able to process things anywhere as quickly as he used to. Because what do you do with a guy like that just can't play quarterback that well anymore?
So what's going to be interesting is when McDaniel does eventually.
By the way,
what's
shout
up?
out the Browns and Deshaun Watson. Said, what do you do with a quarterback that you paid a lot of money to that can't play quarterback well?
You hope he ruptures his Achilles.
You hope he does something stupid in the offseason that allows you to void the remainder of his contract.
But you don't.
Yeah. It's a good thought, though. So let's imagine if McDaniel does, because he's going to get fired. If he goes somewhere and becomes a great offensive coordinator again.
No. Answer is no.
Does he get another head coach?
No. That's not what I'm going for.
Does he bring Tua? No.
No. No, still not going there. That would mean that's the second head coach that he's managed to ruin that are still very good at what they got hired to do. There's a common denominator at that point. Brian Flores, don't forget, was his head coach, literally got ran out because of how much he didn't like Tua after having an incredible end to that season. He had all the momentum in the world, and Miami let him go, immediately hired McDaniel, And now between how the offenses looked, how Tua's looked, and then the comments in the interview from Tua this week, it feels like we're back at an impasse, and he's the center of this whole thing. Yes,
What
Mike.
were the comments?
So
Or the
Tua, thanks. So Tua had this bizarre call out about player leadership and that they need to be held accountable and like guys aren't showing up to players only meetings, which two issues with this. One, how many fucking players only meetings are you having?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a break glass in case of emergency kind of thing. They talked about having one before the season started, which is telling me this is a regular fucking cadence.
You should have one, and that's when you're the prior Super Bowl winner and things aren't working.
Right. That is the airing of grievances. That is either, like you said, previous year Super Bowl winner, what the fuck's going on, guys, or coach is about to get fired, so we got to figure out our shit ourselves. So that doesn't make sense. Two, Tua, you're the quarterback.
Yeah.
You are player leadership.
What are the coaches going to do about a player not going to a players only meeting?
He was talking about player leadership is the thing. He was calling out the players. He is the one that should be responsible for this.
Yeah.
Like, the guy is clueless.
Speaking of clueless.
Yeah.
So his next comment right after that was talking about how he figured out the cure for concussions. Eating a lot of bread,
I missed
drinking
this.
a lot of water because of all of the fluid in your brain. And if you're not hydrated, it bounces around more.
That can't be real.
Yes, it is.
What the
Trust me. I saw that and I was like, this isn't real. I watched the video and it's basically him saying if you eat more bread and drink more water, there will be more fluid in your head so that your brain doesn't hit the walls as often.
You see, the bread cushions the brain.
Basically.
He says ripping a bite out of a baguette.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, sorry, Mike McDaniel, you're getting fired, but I don't know what more you could have done with that.
Yeah. I say he has CTE Robin over here to Antonio Brown's Batman.
He's going to be such a good backup to Dylan Gabriel one of these days. I can't wait.
So funny.
Yeah, so
dehydrated.
Tua's becoming less
swim more better.
Tua's becoming less likable by the day. The conspiracy theories with the fucking concussions, refusing to wear a Guardian cap despite the fact that he is seized on the field twice.
Yeah.
Him not wearing a Guardian cap is just dumb. I don't understand that. Well, I mean, they don't look cool, but like they look like
you hardly even notice them.
Who cares?
Yeah, especially like if I'm getting paid millions of dollars to do something and I can put a stupid piece of cloth on my head to help protect said investment,
yeah,
I'm going to do that.
Yep.
Before JOK did not make a business decision, it took me probably like 12 weeks to realize he was wearing a Guardian cap.
It's not noticeable.
No.
Yeah, he's becoming more and more of a clown by the day.
He's a hell of a drug.
But sorry, Tua. I don't think you're coming back in any real capacity next year. Let's move on. Less eventful game. New England 25, New Orleans 19. Drake May looked good again. Running situation, second week in a row, though, not as much.
No. I don't understand.
I don't know why they don't like Travion. I don't get it.
If there's any other Breece Hall situation, this is it.
I saw a
like Travion doesn't even get to start. I don't even know if it's a Breece Hall situation because Travion doesn't get a chance.
I say Breece Hall didn't get to start. They tried starting Braylon Allen when Breece Hall was healthy last year.
Which, by the way, Braylon Allen had a fumble in that last game as well, inexplicably, when Breece Hall should have been running.
Yeah.
So that's great. Or that might have been 2 games ago.
I think Braylon Allen's out for a little bit.
Yeah, so he's injured.
Yeah. Like, I saw somebody retweeted a speech. It was a speech bubble of Mike Vrabel, and the tweet below was like, "You're on thin ice with me, man. You've only got 86 chances left, and then we're done." About Ramondre. Like, I don't get it. They still won. This is the 3rd win in a row now. Drake May has made up for so many shortcomings on this team, and Stephon Diggs, to be fair. Stephon Diggs has looked much better now that he's gotten kind of integrated with the offense, and he's not going off about having a baby with Cardi B or whatever the fuck was going on in the offseason. But yeah, Drake May's making up for a lot of those deficiencies, especially on the defensive side of the ball. It makes it a lot easier to go out and play when you're not, having 3-and-outs constantly. They definitely found their guy. I don't think they're going to be a dominant team by any means, but
No.
New England, that's currently sitting on top of the AFC East. I don't know if it stays that way. Fringe playoff team, can lose in a wild card game, and it only is going to get better from here.
I mean, I'm looking at their schedule.
They don't have a super difficult schedule, I don't think.
I say Titans, Browns, Jets, Bengals.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Jets again.
Number one
Dolphins.
seed? What the fuck?
Like,
Did they play
could,
anybody?
They could realistically win their division.
are we back to like 2006? Like, who's on top? You have the Colts on top. You have the Patriots on top. Who am I for? Chargers. Chargers are on top of theirs.
Yeah, technically right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I feel like I'm missing one more team, but I feel like this is
Steelers. Yeah.
the Steelers. This is a blast from the
In the
past.
2006 AFC.
This is weird.
It's very strange, and not at all how we thought this was going to go. But yeah, enough about the Patriots. Saints, better than their record indicates, I guess. I don't think Spencer Rattler is a, 11-12 loss quarterback.
No, not at all.
So cool to see that. I still want to know if Tyler Shuck's going to get any looks this year. I never really believed in the dude, but you spent a second-round pick on him, and I feel like you at least got to see what the fuck's going on before going into next year's quarterback class. I think Spencer Rattler is doing enough to keep the job, but we also might be heading to a full strip down of the team.
With the way Rattler's playing, like regardless if you spent the second-round pick on him, you don't sit him for that.
I agree.
I agree.
Like what are you going to gain by seeing what you have in Shuck? Like, oh no, now we have a quarterback competition. We got two guys that still have a guaranteed year at least on their contract that we have to figure out next year. Or, oh, Shuck is trash. Now he has no trade value.
That's a good point. You could just trade him, move on with it, be done with it, and then see what Spencer Rattler can do for you going forward. Because, again, this roster's not great. They definitely still have some trade pieces. I think they can and will strip it down a little bit more.
I mean, get rid of Kamara.
I say Kamara needs to get out of there. He
needs anything while you can.
In a year where there's several teams that need a running back, I think that's 100% the move because his value is no higher than it is right now.
No, he needs to get sent to a place with a wide open field so he has a place to roam, be free and run, and catch all the balls.
Put him out to pasture.
Yeah,
out to the park, take him to the top of the hill.
Get him some cheeseburgers.
Just go. Just go. Go.
He's got a couple good years left in him. Let him enjoy a nice wide open field to play in.
Let him eat at the table every now and again. Just scrape your leftovers. Give him a nice fatty piece.
Yeah.
Treat him right. His twilight years are coming.
You deserve it, Kamara. You've earned it. Anything else from this game, guys? Before we move on.
No.
I got nothing. The Rat Man lives forever, and he should always start. That's what I have.
All right. We shall see. Next up, Carolina 30, Dallas 27. I'm going to go ahead and say between Rico Dowdle and Javonte Williams both having success, Mike McCarthy may just not have had any idea how to establish a run game.
Yeah, he's a bad coach.
Yeah, hot take.
Always fucking has been.
But he won a Super Bowl, Mike.
No, he didn't. Aaron Rodgers did.
But he was the coach.
There.
I can't beat Fucking Mike McDaniels is a fraud.
Mike McCarthy.
That's the one.
Mike McDaniel too, though.
Yes.
Fuck both of you. Come on the pod.
His name.
Yeah. So Rico Dowdle, 473 scrimmage yards in the last two games. That is more than Chuba Hubbard has had in the first four.
I should say.
I loved his pregame and postgame interviews of saying, like, they need to buckle up. And at the end of the game, they didn't buckle up.
That's really funny.
He called his shot, man. He fucking called it.
But going back to saying Javonte is coming on and not knowing if Mike McCarthy can coach an offense to run, minus his one long run last week, He has under 100 yards on almost 30 carries in the last 2 weeks. I'm not saying he's not as good as we think, but I'm also not saying that.
Yeah, I think it's a little too early to be completely done on him because he had several games he looked good at the beginning, and this also does directly coincide with when CeeDee Lamb went out. So I do think that helps open up the running lanes a little bit more. I'm not saying it makes all the difference in the world, and it's not like he's been playing great defenses either.
I say Dak's still slinging it. George Pickens is out there picking right now.
I think Dak's looked better with just Pickens.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I'm so happy because he doesn't have to force the ball to CD. I feel like CD is low-key one of those receivers that is like, give me the ball. I want the ball all the time.
Yeah.
Which is good enough to get the ball all the time. But like Diggs was one of those guys, and Diggs is a dramatic baby about it too. Of I want the ball on the number one, give it to me all the time. I don't care if I lose the game. I want the ball.
It's crazy that George Pickens is the voice of stability in the wide receiver room right now.
I'm still waiting for him to just randomly punch anybody.
There was one run he had, I forget which game it was. It might have been this one where he's crossing the goal line and just straight up slaps the helmet of whatever corner's on him. Like, he's still hilarious to watch. He's reined it in from the Pittsburgh days. Now that he's like the true number one here, but yeah, I love George Pickens. Georgia kid, fucking insane. But when he is on, he legitimately has a top 5 wide receiver ceiling. Yeah. It's just, are you going to get that every week? And when is he going to get suspended for doing something fucking dumb?
Yeah, when's he going to be? You got to leave the game, dude.
Yeah, when's he going to drag a player into the back of the end zone on the final play of a game and try fist fighting them in the stands?
It's also a plus that it makes Mike Tomlin look even dumber, that he couldn't figure out how to use George Pickens.
Yeah.
Again. Or I guess technically Arthur Smith, but still.
Kenny P couldn't unlock George Pickens. I know. What have been Kenny
Neither could Russ.
Yeah, it was Russ.
Yeah. But yeah, Dak Prescott, like you guys mentioned, I was very low on him at the beginning of the year. Mike, I think you were right to call out even back then. I think it might not have been on air, but we were having the discussion about if Dak were to become available in a trade, because things were getting a little bit sour with Dallas at the end of last year, and I wanted nothing to do with him on the Browns. And you pointed out, like, he was an MVP candidate like a year ago, and he's still got it.
WHP.
Yeah, what exactly does that mean?
Most valuable when healthy player.
Fair.
I can't agree with that.
Is that an award?
Is there a most valuable when hurt player? Is that like the Bryce Young award?
That's Christian McCaffrey, I believe.
I don't know Christian McCaffrey.
Top 5 if you were healthy, Mike.
That's true. Yeah.
That's fair.
Which, when the Browns have their bye week, I think it's week 9, by the way, we will do our midseason awards again. And Christian McCaffrey may actually deserve a spot this time. But we'll see.
He will absolutely deserve a spot as long as he doesn't die.
I was going to say, if him and his Achilles are still there by week 9, we'll be
even
in good
so,
shape.
I still think he'd deserve a spot, even if he didn't play another game until then.
Quite possible. Let's move forward, though, guys. Seattle 20, Jacksonville 12. This was a game that, when we were talking about our pick'ems, felt like kind of a toss-up, and really the game was played like that. It did feel like both guys had a shot for the most part. Trevor Lawrence still not looking great. No. Offensive line didn't do him any favors. 7 sacks today, which is always a bit of a tough look. Sam Darnold continues to prove me wrong. I really thought we were going to get a lot more Jets Sam Darnold than we were Vikings Sam Darnold. But Seattle has done great to build the team around him. It helps when you've got JSN. As an always open target, he's establishing himself as a top 5-ish wide receiver.
I don't understand. Like, I knew he was good coming out of college, but holy shit.
He's very, very good.
He's incredible. So it's funny, if you look at it, he had kind of the same situation in college as he's having in the NFL right now. In college, it took him a while to break out because he had, Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave in front of him. And it wasn't until both of those guys sat out the Rose Bowl that, he went the fuck off. I think he was like a 300-some-odd yard game.
Yeah, but then he was injured the whole next season.
Well, right. But then he gets drafted into the NFL onto a team with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I'm not saying those guys are Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson, but he was still kind of in line to be the 3rd most targeted player all of a sudden they have a fire sale on wide receivers and then bring in Sam Darnold, which at the time did not feel like a good idea. You're getting rid of all your receiving talent, and you're bringing in a questionable quarterback. But JSN has proven, like, you give me the target share, and I'm going to just tear you to fucking shreds.
Yeah.
Like, he's got the size and the build to play in the slot and still be able to succeed outside. The dude's just always open. Always.
One of, like, the greatest Buckeye interviews is when they're sitting there. It's Garrett, it's Olave, and it's JSN. Like, all right, like, you guys are all really good wide receivers. Who do you think's the best? And both Garrett and Olave are like, JSN. Like, he's definitely the best one. Like, he's by far the better of all three of us. And JSN's like, yeah, I guess it's me. Like, they've known. Those guys knew right away. He's so good.
It's crazy to me that he already has more yards through 6 games than he did his whole rookie season.
Jeez. Yeah, the dude's nuts. Other side of things, again, Trevor Lawrence did not look that great. Brian Thomas, maybe
he's back.
Coming back.
Fingers crossed for fantasy hopes.
Yeah, he's still a weird one. I'm wondering if he is kind of just like a flash in the pan receiver. Like, maybe he
That's
just
a real big flash in the pan, though.
And like, he's got no reason to be like lethargic or giving up. Jacksonville is a very good team still this year.
4-2.
Yeah. And you beat the fucking Chiefs. You've beaten good teams.
Year one, Mac Jones just throwing up the ball to him. We don't have any expectations. Just go have fun out there. Try to win the game. But if you don't, who cares? We're not expected to win anything. This year, pressure's on, and he's just
feeling the pressure.
He's struggling. Huh?
I said there's still not pressure for them to win anything. They're still like, oh, we're the Jaguars. Like, just throw the ball up, have fun.
Yeah,
we win, cool.
But this time they're 4-2.
Yeah, they weren't 4-2 to start the season, and he didn't do shit until today.
Nobody was.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. I said nobody was. Last thing on this one, just a quick note. Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks, 10-1 on the road, 4-8 at home.
With arguably the best home field advantage stadium in the NFL.
Like, I feel like it's still too early in McDonald's career to look into that, but still definitely odd that you're that much better on the road. Also from earlier, Panthers undefeated at home this year.
Oh, I say they are 3-3 this year, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. And I believe they play at home again this week, if I remember correctly. And I don't think I did remember correctly. Where the hell even are you guys on there? Are they on a bye?
Right here.
Yeah, I can't read.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
You're right. All right. Anyway, moving on. Rams 17, Ravens 3.
The Ravens, they're done.
Yeah, I mean, when Lamar comes back, who knows? They did not look great with Lamar still.
No.
The defense especially, that doesn't seem to be getting any better. Like, 17 from the Rams, I guess you can try to spin that and be like they played better, but this is what the Rams do. They do just enough to win the game every week.
And it was without Puka, basically. Like,
yes.
It was a shell of himself for the whole second half.
Probably the best fantasy game that he's had in Mike's weird-ass fucking league.
I'm gonna credit the Ravens defense for showing up in the first half. We're gonna do that with the Browns. We have to do it with the Ravens. It was 3-3 in the first half. That's worth nothing. You held the Rams to 3.
No, that is fair. But at the end of the day, the Rams ended up taking control of this one. We did eventually get a Tyler Huntley sighting because they've given up on Cooper Rush.
I'm surprised it took them that long, honestly.
Weird they didn't have Snoop out there to begin with, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's such a good comp to Lamar. He'd already been there. That was wild to me that they didn't have him as the immediate backup.
Yeah. Again, not good. This team's not going to win anything, I don't think, until Lamar is back. I guess if you want to take any more positives, Derrick Henry had one of his better games. I can't say his best because he torched the Bills.
I'd say his most rushing yards in a game since week 1. So hopefully that puts him back on the right track because he is a lot of fun to watch when he's going.
And again, against a good Rams defense as well. But you're also, I think Harbaugh also figured out if we don't have Lamar Jackson, we just need to feed the shit out of Henry because we're not going to win at all if we've got, again, Cooper Rush slinging the ball around the yard.
I'd say for being a head coach for what has it been, 17 or 18 years now? The fact that he didn't figure out, like, oh, our best offensive weapons are running back. Let's feed them when our other best offensive weapons down is kind of scary.
No, I agree. And Harbaugh's had a very weird, like, he's a consistently good coach, but his game management has not always been what you want, especially in bigger games. I feel like he's another guy that just quietly struggles to adjust and struggles to kind of read the room in late
Yeah.
game situations. Um, so that's always been a bit odd for him. But yeah, only other things from this, Puka's injury doesn't look terrible. He's not going to miss a ton of time. Doesn't look like. And then I know there's still some hope for Ravens fans. Again, still they were favored to win this division still going into this game at 1-4, which is already bizarre. Now at 1-5, without Googling it, can you guys tell me how many teams in NFL history have made the playoffs after starting 1-5?
Well, I know since 2020, one team has done it. I don't
Correct.
know if there were any prior to that, so I'm going to say 3.
Right.
Yeah,
I believe that was
so
the Commanders that did it the last time.
Yeah, 20. It was right when they went to the 14-team playoff.
I'll say 4.
Mike nailed it on the head 4 times. I don't have him in front of me, but 4
Well,
times in league history, a 1-5 team has made the playoffs. So yeah, you're getting Lamar back. Yeah, the schedule gets easier. Not even remotely a guarantee.
No.
I was going through the schedule the other day. They really funny. Ravens might actually finish under 500. Their schedule doesn't look good for them.
Is it that bad?
I mean, it's just they've got what the Steelers. They still have to play twice.
Yep.
Which I don't know if they don't have Lamar back. That doesn't.
Are they on a bye week this week?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're on bye, and then they get so Lamar.
I got to go back to week 6 then.
I can't remember what their schedule is off the top of my head, but I know it looked a lot harder than I thought. And starting 1-5, you lose 4 more games and you're under 500. It's not like it's such a monumental thing anymore.
You cannot make any mistakes.
Yeah. They play the Bears, then they play the Dolphins, then they play the Vikings, who they can lose to the Vikings if JJ McCarthy isn't playing. Didn't say it, but the Bears, I can see them losing to the Bears. The Bears
Possibly,
are not good. Browns, probably not even going to be a game. Jets, whatever. They play the Bengals, which maybe Joe Flacco gets a little bit more comfortable back there. Maybe he
Revenge game.
picks apart the Ravens defense. I don't know. That's potentially 3. And then you have Steelers, Bengals, Patriots look good, Packers look good, and then the Steelers. I could see them finishing with 10 losses. I really can.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario for the Ravens this year, man.
Yeah.
Slow start, and then your quarterback gets hurt. I know people talk about Harbaugh being on the hot seat. I don't quite feel that just because so many things have gone wrong.
So stupid
for this to get here. I do understand the criticism though, like I said, about his game management, but who are you going to get better at this point?
Yeah.
We'll move past it. Vegas 20, Titans 10. This was finally enough to get Brian Callahan fired, as we mentioned at the top of the show. It's been a bit of a shit show with that. They've now fired a general manager at a different time than their head coach. They've alternated this now 5 total times.
Yep.
And they just still cannot get on the same page.
So this is their 3rd head coach in less than 3 seasons.
And guess what? The first one they fired is coming in this weekend.
Yep.
Sure is.
I was reading some reports, and they're like, I think that was probably the reason he got fired now, because they didn't want him to get absolutely spanked by Vrabel. So they're just like, well, we're just going to cut our losses and not take any more shit than we need to and just send him out the door.
So I had a fun fact ready for this. Unfortunately, Callahan got fired. But if Mike Vrabel were to win in Tennessee this week, he will have as many wins with another team at Nissan Stadium as Brian Callahan had his entire time as a Titans head coach. He won 1 home game.
I mean, there's kind of a fun fact in there already.
Oh,
it's basically the same thing. Mike Vrabel has more wins this season than Callahan.
Yeah.
Callahan has his entire tenure of coaching the Titans, so
just crazy, man.
Not too far off.
Yeah, it works.
So at this point, I feel bad for Cam Ward. I like his confidence now. It could get annoying eventually, but him immediately being like, once they let me play the way I want to play, this league is fucked. Like right now, that's badass.
I hope so.
I hope he's able to prove us right. I like Cam Ward a lot. He didn't get the attention he deserved coming into this year because of the whole Shadur Sanders debacle.
And because he went from Washington State, Incarnate World or Sisters of Incarnate, whatever the fuck that first school was,
to Miami. But like I felt like he was one of, if not the least talked about number 1 overall picked quarterback that we've had in maybe ever.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like just because again the other storylines that had nothing to do with him.
Because the real number 1 went later.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it went number 3.
Tyler Shuck.
Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, Vegas. Man, I know they won this game. Geno still
they didn't look good doing it.
Broken, man.
Geno's bad.
Great value, Geno Smith. As was mentioned.
He is the Michael Jordan of Geno Smiths. Or the James Franklin of Geno Smiths. There we go.
White Mamba.
He can White Mamba. Yeah, man, like they got to win this week. I think that's about all you can say. Ashton Genty's still looking good. Man, ever since he switched back to that Michael Myers stance.
Yeah.
Seems to have figured it back out.
Curious how long Sleeper's going to keep that picture of him as Michael Myers.
At least through Halloween, minimum, right?
Yeah.
I love they're getting really creative. A bunch of guys now have different pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I think Skattebo is just like the Juggernaut helmet right now.
Skattebo's has changed like 6 times.
Yeah, they have fun with him.
Love that.
Josh Allen's I could stare at Josh Allen forever.
Yeah. He's a very
Justin
pretty girl.
Herbert's
we'll say
changed
that.
As well.
Justin Herbert's, yeah, when he was Madison Beer.
I think Jackson Dart's changed to that for a hot minute too.
To Madison Beer.
Yeah.
All-time troll job.
Lesbians have so much fun. They've been doing that for a few years now.
They have, yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah, they started. I think Bijan was one of the first ones I noticed, and they started doing that with him his rookie year.
They put him as a thing
as
of
a
mustard.
bottle of mustard. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and then last thing is if things aren't bad enough for Tennessee, I've got a feeling like they'll get the interim coach bump, whatever. I think it's Mike McCoy, the old Chargers coach, is taking over, but Vrabel coming in against his old team, I guess maybe he won't be as pissed off that it's not the guy who directly replaced him, but still don't think it's going to be pretty. Cam Ward's now also down Calvin Ridley. I didn't see the specifics. Patrick, you had this written down. Like, is it?
I think it's a hamstring.
Ugh. Yeah, that ain't great.
At least it's not betting this time, so.
That's as far as we're aware. But now he's got extra free time, so be careful.
Look out.
All right.
So, anyway, Calvin Ridley, darn.
Yeah.
Guy's got like 13 catches and as many drops.
Yeah, he's not been playing well.
Alec Io-Maynor, wide receiver 1.
He left the Falcons and randomly just fell off a cliff.
He had to take the whole year off because of the betting suspension.
That shouldn't kill you, though. I mean, I guess we've seen this.
Anyone remember Le'Veon Bell?
That's true.
I remember Jet Ski Bell.
Josh Allen. Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon?
Same kind of thing.
I mean, he never came back in any capacity.
That's the thing. He dropped a record-breaking season with Brandon fucking Whedon as his quarterback. Yeah. Started missing more time for all the drug shit, and then just not even a shell of that player.
Yeah,
not even close.
Played for the Patriots. Played for the Chiefs for a little bit. Just
forgot about that.
He played for the fan-controlled football league.
I think he was in the USFL for a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
The Canadian Football League, the World Football League. I think they spotted him at the World Cup.
Pop Warner. Just getting reps wherever you can get them, man.
Yeah.
Stay ready. You never know when they're going to call. All right. Packers 27, Bengals 18. Not as close as this, or not as much of a blowout as I feel like this game should have been. Joe Flacco did not look good. The offensive line is about as big of an issue as we expected.
They looked good on the second half.
Yeah, he started to come back later on in the game. Green Bay controlled the tempo for the most part. Yeah, similar to how we saw, again, that Browns game where they feel like they've just, I don't know if they think they got the game under control too early and just let off the gas.
There's 3 games in a row that they've given up a double-digit lead.
Their coach, I can't remember his name. Is it LaFleur? Is it
Yeah, Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just plays some of the most boring conservative football. He
Yes,
plays
he
like
does.
Mike Tomlin, honestly. Like, it's just boring conservative.
He doesn't have the defense to do that, though.
Which is surprising because we all thought that was going to be one of the strengths of this team.
Yeah, because of Micah Parsons.
Yeah, with Micah. And they did have a bye, to be fair, but still 30th overall in takeaways, only 2.
Yeah.
But no, just kind of finishing my thought on him playing conservative. Like, he's got Jordan Love, who's kind of like a gunslinger type of quarterback, and he doesn't let him sling it.
No.
He doesn't at all.
And he has, like, his receivers are built to be receivers for a gunslinger. Like, they're all fast.
They're so fast, man. You drafted Matthew Golden and barely use him because you don't Jordan Love just sling it like, hey, Golden, just get open, man. I'm just going to chuck it down, run as fast as you can. Dobbs is good. Not John Dodson. Who's that?
Christian Watson.
Christian Watson is quick. Who's the third guy? Oh, Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
Quick. You've
so
got
many
these
wide
guys.
receiver twos.
Let Jordan Love actually play quarterback instead of just this soft, we'll score when we score. We're going to win.
Josh Jacobs looked good. So
Yes, Jacobs has looked very good this year.
That's plus.
Incredible. He's he's so good at football.
Remember when he was washed?
Yeah, on the Raiders.
Yeah, with the Raiders, and then they're like, oh, wait, no, he just needs a team that can play football.
It's just the Raiders.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, not much else to say there. Flacco's an upgrade over Browning.
100%.
But it's still nowhere near where they were with Burrow. So I think it's still a lost season for the Bungles. Next up, Tampa Bay 30, San Francisco 19. Hey, Tampa Bay apparently can win games where they're not trying to drive at the last possible second.
Yeah,
I wasn't aware.
Yeah.
I thought I was watching like an old Tampa Bay game because I'm like, wait, what's going on here? They have a lead.
Yeah, they had a lead. They commanded it. Baker's legitimately looking like an MVP candidate and has every week. And then if you needed more fucking bad news as a 49er, Fred Warner's done.
Yep.
For the year.
Yeah. Done for the season.
They have Christian McCaffrey in a fucking dream at this point.
Yeah. Was it you that I was talking to, Brandon, about the injuries and like why players get injured in like an interview that they were talking to Mac Jones about?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mac Jones who's literally seeing ghosts.
No, I thought it might have been you telling me about it, but no, they were talking to some defensive players during like a practice, and they're like, "Oh, well, how do you feel about like Mac Jones maybe playing quarterback again? Like, do you trust him? Do you feel good with him out there?" They're like, "Oh yeah, we love Mac. He's a lot of fun. Like, whenever we're practicing and we hit him hard, like he goes down and gets right back up and is smiling and laughing. Oh, he's a great time." Then you go like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Mac Jones is a pretty cool quarterback." Wait, when you hit him and he goes down to are they playing full contact like practices? Are they just laying out the practice? Like that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Well, the problem is they're all wearing red jerseys, so it confuses the defense.
Yeah,
it's the 49ers.
Constantly full contact defenses or practices. I keep saying defenses. Yeah, it's constantly full contact. That's why everybody's going down in San Francisco constantly. Shanahan is like, oh, hey, that was a cool 4-hour game we did. We'll see you tomorrow for another 4-hour practice of that.
Yeah.
It's ourselves. He's a psychopath. That team, they're not cursed. They just have a Nazi back there.
The fact that no one's come out to say anything, though, is crazy.
This is the second year in a row this is going on like this, too.
Yeah.
It is wild.
Yeah, there's no way it's a coincidence at this point that so many key guys are going down. Like the whole running back room in Baltimore a few years ago, you can say that's a fucking fluke.
Yeah.
Everyone just happened to get hurt within a few weeks of each other. There's no real explanation other than, like you said, Mike, there's got to be something going on in the practices. Speaking of Mac Jones being a psychopath, did we get a banana counter on this game? No?
I mean, I know you mentioned it last week that he had 11 bananas on the
I think it was 14.
sideline. Do we know how many he had this week?
No, I don't actually have it. I was hoping
I didn't know if you counted that.
Yeah, Mike, if you missed
Yeah, I definitely missed a banana counter. What?
So Mac Jones last week against the Rams ate 14 bananas in the course of the game.
Well,
What's up?
You know why, right?
Potassium?
No, because monkeys eat bananas. And monkeys no cramp.
That's true.
He never craps.
Allegedly, he only had 3.
This game?
Those are
No. And it wasn't 14; it was 11
It was
last
11.
week. And when it was reported, it was in the post game when Mac Jones was on the broadcast, and they were making a joke about it because every time they clipped to him, he was eating a banana.
Suppose there was a Reddit post that was talking about like a guy
He
sitting there counting
allegedly
them.
only ate 3.
Allegedly. Okay, but point being, even if it is only 3, the real psychopath move is the fact that he wasn't being handed like bananas in the shell or bananas that were partially peeled. They were handing him just raw dog bananas. Someone was fully stripping down the banana and then handing it to Mac Jones.
Was Mac just like shoving it in his face like a toddler?
Yeah, he was still just holding it and eating it.
Okay. Weird.
I'm looking up to see like which is the actual number, and I'm on a Reddit post, and it's like one of the comments. He said he only ate 3, and then the first comment on top of that, 3 bunches.
Nice.
3 unpeeled bunches.
Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah.
It's a weird move.
So Niners injury woes continue. You can only take so many injuries before you just fall off a cliff. This felt like
I feel like had Fred Warner still been in there, this would have
They
been
had a
another
chance at least.
classic Tampa Bay game because Tampa scored their 3 of their touchdowns on the next 4 drives right after that injury. So they
That'll
took
help.
full advantage of Warner not being on the field.
That'll definitely help. And not that it's anywhere near the same severity, but Buccaneers dealing with their own injury troubles as well. Every one of their receivers, I'm pretty sure, is hurt. Bucky's hurt. Baker's still healthy.
Yeah.
But he's not going to have anybody to throw the ball to
Rashad
here
White's
soon.
still healthy.
Yeah.
Mine's
Um,
doing it.
But they keep winning despite of it. Their offensive line, obviously earlier in the year especially, was very, very banged up. But again, Tampa Bay continues to rule right now.
Yeah.
I want to say, would they be the number 1 seed right now if the playoffs started today? I think it'd be like them and the
Maybe.
Colts or something insane.
I'm just gonna say yes.
That sounds right. Could be wrong.
It
Probably.
sounds right, and I don't know enough about it to tell you you're wrong. So let's say yes.
Okay. All right. A few games to go. Sunday night, Chiefs 30, Lions 17. I think the Chiefs are back.
Yeah. I think we jumped the gun on them.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
Just a smidge. Yeah, man, the offense is clicking again all of a sudden. Detroit did not look good on really either side of the ball. I guess if anything, penalties. That was the other thing, man. Not only are the Chiefs seemingly back, they have the fucking ref black magic again.
Yeah.
No penalties on their end at all the entire night. And then Jared Goff getting called on an illegal formation?
Something dumb.
On their trick play, which made no sense. Even after the game, he still had zero idea what they did wrong. It wasn't explained to them. It was just taken away. And also the flag thrown incredibly late.
Well, that's the thing. It was explained to them. It was just wrong.
Right.
The thing is, Jared Goff getting under center, he didn't have his hands under center. And what they wanted him to do is they blew a whistle and threw a flag as if he had his hands under center. He walked down the field to the left side there, and he had to get set, as in, I'm a receiver now. I'm not a quarterback anymore. And then you hike the ball. But because he was never under center, he never got low and got his hands under the center to get the ball snapped to him. Rules are different now. Rules are completely different now. That's where the issue came from. It's the refs just not understanding their own rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're wanting to take over the game.
Yeah, it's pain. I hate when refs want to make the shit about themselves. But overall, I mean, it was a relatively clean game on both sides. I believe only one punt between the two teams as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Detroit just not clicking. Kansas City's defense working again. It just felt like we were again watching a 2022 to 2024 Kansas City Chiefs game where it doesn't matter how much talent they really have, they just find a way to take control of games.
Yeah.
And they did that again here.
I say Detroit's D is a little worrying to me.
Yeah, they
I'm
haven't been great
afraid
all
that
season.
they're not going to make the Super Bowl, or not even like the second round, because against good teams, the three that they've played, KC, Baltimore with Lamar, and Green Bay, they only have one takeaway and they've given up 29 points a game. And against the bad teams, they've had 8 takeaways and are only given up 18 points a game. So they're stopping the teams that they should, but they are not able to stop the teams that they need to.
Well, and this is what did him in eventually last year as
Yeah,
well, albeit they
but
were
they're
much more
healthy this year,
injured.
which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
bad.
But the thing is, it's usually, our defense isn't the best, but you can't keep up with us. Look at our so many weapons here.
That's not happening now.
It hasn't been the case so far. Yeah. They've had a few of those games, but it's the same thing with the Bills.
Yep. Yeah, again, who were the good teams?
They're not good.
We don't know who the good teams are. Speaking of not knowing who the good teams are, Atlanta 24, Buffalo 14. And not even I picked the Falcons in this one.
No one saw this coming.
No.
Not like this, at least.
Like, we should have, because this is how their offense should look on a pretty regular basis.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so insane that they can't figure this out.
No.
Most of this
thing
consistently.
I could believe the offense putting up 24. If you would have told me they held the Bills to 14,
that's true.
That's what I feel like at this point for the Falcons, you got to throw that Panthers game out the window.
Yeah.
Because it just got away from them immediately and was just never, ever in contention.
It's a freak of a game.
Outside of that, the defense has been great.
Yeah.
Again, the young pass rush is paying dividends. Xavier Watts has looked great in the secondary. They had a great rookie class specifically on the defensive side of the ball, and all their offensive guys that they were drafting early in the first round are finally starting to pay dividends as a full unit.
Pitts.
Yeah, even Kyle Pitts is useful now. Penix looked sharp tonight. Yeah. Everything was clicking on all cylinders. Bijan, what did Bijan have? Was it 250 some odd yards from scrimmage?
Yeah, he is killing it this year. He is first player since 1991 to have 450 rushing yards and 300 receiving yards in the first 5 games of the season.
Feels pretty good if you got him at the 1-1 in fantasy.
He's got to be the offensive player of the year.
Right now he is. 100%. Drake London had a great game as well. Mike did point out, I think he only got 1 target in the second half, which is kind of odd. But still, they let Buffalo march down the field and score that touchdown immediately, and then the Falcons just took control right back. Allen did.
If I remember correctly, they didn't have really anything in the second half going.
No, which is what I was going to ask you guys. I didn't catch the second half of this game.
No, they scored 21 of their 24 points in the first half.
Yeah,
almost 28. Why did they start to falcon in the second half?
Well, both teams did. It ended up being
that's worth looking into and questioning. How come you can score 21 points and look unstoppable in the first half? Adjustments were made by the Bills, sure. But what the hell happened where you only put up 3 points after having, what does that say there? The Falcons had more yards in the first half than half the league had for a whole game.
Yeah.
And then you just crumble and only put up 3 points.
Well, I'm not going to defend the Falcons too much there because there's really no reason the offense should fall off that hard. Adjustments be damned. But the game really did turn into a slog on both sides. It got messy. Everything kind of slowed down. The flow of the game was not going to allow them to continue to put up a shit ton of points, but they still should have looked much better than they ended up. But at the end of the day, they still beat the Bills by 10.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just again, sitting there watching, going okay, you put up 3 points in the second half. Guys, hit the gas. Keep giving it to Bijan.
I think, keep your foot down.
Those guys could not be stopped. And it worked out because you beat them. But it is the Bills. At the time, I'm trying to look at that game and go, the Bills can just come back. They still have to.
Yeah, you literally texted. I'm calling it right now. It's sometime in the fourth quarter, I think. The Bills are going to win this game.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even talking shit as a Falcons fan because I've seen this movie before. And that's a game that the Falcons lose in a lot of other years. They find a way to blow that, but
they Falcon. It's the weirdest thing. Again, coming out so hot and then slowing down so much doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
That doesn't click.
even pre-Michael Penix era, it feels like they've always struggled to utilize all their offensive weapons, and it's bizarre
Yeah.
how this just transcends coaching staffs, transcends management.
It's been since Matt Ryan was there.
Yeah. Even with Matt Ryan towards the end there, when they had Roddy White, Julio Jones, Tony Gonzalez, like there were plenty of times where that did not click nearly as well as it should have. And then eventually you swap Roddy White for Calvin Ridley. Like, I don't know. Frustrating at points, but again, great win by the Falcons. I did have one gripe with the broadcast team on this one, and they got the second ESPN team because Aikman and Joe Buck were calling the Bears game.
Yeah.
At one point, Josh Palmer goes down. He gets hurt. And they go to a commercial. They come back. And they start talking about it. Like, oh, yeah, Khalil Shakir went down on that play, which wasn't correct. It was Palmer. Then the play goes on. The ball gets thrown towards Shakir. And the announcer realizes his mistake. He's like, oh, no, sorry, that wasn't Shakir. That was Palmer. But it would have been a much bigger deal if it was Shakir. Like, you dick. Just
is he wrong, though?
disregard. No, he wouldn't be wrong, but just no hesitation. Fucks the guy's name up, names the wrong player, and then immediately is like, oh, well, yeah, whatever.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just cracking up watching it at the time. Other Monday night game, though, Bears 25, Commanders 24. Bears felt like the better team for the majority of this game, and yet still somehow they needed a last-second fumble by Jaden Daniels to pull this out.
Yeah.
And, I mean, credit to them, they did. This is a game that I think in the Eberflus era, the Bears find a way to lose. They still have to go down. They still have to have Jake Moody, the disgraced Michigan kicker, 49er kicker, come out and have to kick a game winner. And to his credit, I think he made 5 field goals last night.
Yeah.
Missed one that was blocked. But he had a great game. It wasn't Caleb Williams' best game, but it seems like his floor is much higher than it was last season. And again, the team's good enough around him that they can afford for him to have a game like that and still be able to win against the Commanders.
It's crazy what they can do with a coach who's even relatively competent.
Yeah, it helps, weirdly enough.
They should trade for Breece Hall. Breece Hall and the Bears would be unbelievable.
But DeAndre Swift just had a great game, man.
Yeah, I say DeAndre Swift killed it.
He's still DeAndre Swift.
No, he's no Breece Hall, but
bring in Breece Hall just to give him touches behind DeAndre Swift.
Who does he think he is, Arthur Smith?
You know who I'm not high on? Bill. I'm not a big Ja'Cory Croskett, Merritt, Gabagool running back guy.
He had one bad game, and you're just
already
shitting on him.
He had
many bad games.
He had one bad game.
He had one good game.
He had 2 good games.
He had 2 good games. He had 1.
Whatever. Is that it? You just don't like him?
Yeah, that's it. I just want a dog.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because everybody's super high.
He did have one fumble.
You made it real difficult to trade for him then.
Yeah.
But not wanting him at all.
Wait, what? Sorry?
I said you made it real difficult to trade for him for not wanting him at all.
Oh, I sure did.
I'd say I offered you straight up Quinshon Judkins for Merritt, and you said, nah, that's a bad trade.
Yeah, and instead I got Garrett Wilson, and you got Mike Evans on top of you.
I didn't get Mike Evans.
God. Who'd you get? Who did I trade you?
It was Garrett Wilson and...
Oh, I gave you Bucky.
Bucky Irving and Ja'Cory for Quinshon and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. I'd say that worked out pretty well. I'm very happy with that.
I mean, Garrett Wilson's last game was about the same as Bucky Irving, and Bucky didn't play.
That's fair.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson did have a rib or hip or knee injury, whatever's going on with that.
I believe his injury is he plays for the Jets.
Yeah, I think we also should have addressed that when talking about the Broncos and the Jets game. Garrett's probably going to miss some time with that knee injury.
Yeah.
And no one's going to notice.
That's worth
because it's the Jets.
You're not wrong. Nobody's going to notice.
But no, Bill did have one fumble that was on his own. The other one was definitely on Jaden, though.
That was a horrible handoff.
Yeah, I get it's raining. I do think it's a little odd they're in shotgun in that situation.
Yeah.
Like, and we're nitpicking, don't get me wrong. Like, any quarterback in the NFL can handle a shotgun snap and should be able to. But the fact that it's raining, you just need to pick up a couple yards, just run the damn ball. Just go under center, hand it off, be done with it. But completely bobbled it, never really had full control, and then tried to give it to Bill. And the slow-mo is hilarious because, like, you can tell, like, Bill's ready for it. He clamps the arms down and just misses the ball by about 3 feet and drops in front of him.
Yeah.
He's like 3 yards down the field before he even notices anything's going on. But yeah, tough look. I think Jaden still looks fine. Not as sharp as he was last year. I think he's regressing a little bit. But the offense in general, I think, has regressed. Terry's obviously missed time, so that's not helping. Debo has been a welcome addition. But considering Chicago is one of the worst run defenses in the league coming into this, you definitely need your running backs, whether that be Bill or I forget who else they even have. Something with an M.
McNichols.
Yes.
It's McNuggets.
Yes, McNuggets. You've got to have a better game than you did. All right, guys, just a couple more random things for you. One thing that's pissing me off, MVP odds have been updated. And the Chiefs have been back for exactly 1 week, and Patrick Mahomes is the MVP favorite.
Well, yeah.
Plus 200.
I don't agree with favorite, but he has been pretty decent the whole season.
Still, plus 200. Josh Allen, plus 275. Baker Mayfield, I think, is the fun one, plus 350 currently.
Really?
Then Jared Goff, Matt Stafford, Jordan Love also in there, which I don't really get.
The fact that Daniel Jones has not been mentioned yet is a travesty.
Plus 3,000. Right above Lamar Jackson, who's missed 2 games. The slander.
Okay. Lamar's higher than Daniel Jones?
They're tied.
That is bonkers.
Okay.
Yeah, not okay. And then this is our yearly reminder that the person who is in 3rd place in rushing touchdowns in the league since 2015 is still Todd Gurley.
He is fucking god.
Still Todd Gurley.
He was so good.
Yeah.
Arthritis is a cruel mistress.
But has the 4th place person changed, or
I don't have it up in front of me.
Just not caught him.
I believe Derrick Henry's next on the list, so he probably will get caught.
Really?
Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, or Christian McCaffrey, right?
Yeah. I don't have the list up in front of me. Just again that he's still sitting in that 3rd spot, which is incredible since 2015 specifically.
I'm pulling it up right now. No, Derrick Henry has the most.
Oh, okay, he's number 1. Who is 4 right now?
110.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's cherry picking stats are really annoying, but that's a really fun one.
That's still nuts. And like
Josh
I know
Jacobs is about to pass him, guys.
there it is, Jacobs.
They're tied at 67.
So the last week possibly. Thank you for your service, Todd.
Yeah. That's bonkers.
Last thing. Okay, good.
Who else is up there since 2015? So
Zeke is number 2 with 74. But the crazy thing about that is he's had 135 games played with 74 touchdowns. Todd Gurley has 67 touchdowns in 88 games played.
Holy shit.
He was a freak.
He's so good. And he had that whole season for the Falcons where he fucking sucked, too. Don't forget that.
The only person who has a chance to catch him in less games than it took him to get to that number is Jonathan Taylor. He has 58 touchdowns in 73 games.
Even then, he'd have to explode to get
in
there.
10 games, he'd have to get 9 touchdowns. Or 15 games, he'd have to get 9 touchdowns. That's
doable, yeah.
That's reasonable.
That's still very good, though.
That's incredible company. Is what that is.
100%. Last thing I got for you guys, talk a little bit of postseason baseball. So the Tigers and the Mariners just finished up a series, the AL Divisional Series.
Dude, that was awesome.
In a game that went 15 innings, right? So it's in wherever Seattle plays. I don't know the name of the ball field off the top of my head. But they have, similar to Cleveland, we have the hot dog race. They have the salmon run, right? And in the 7th inning stretch, same time that we do ours, they do the salmon run. Well, nothing different about this one. But then game goes in extra innings. And the energy in the stadium kind of gets zapped if you're watching that because Mariners fans, they're kind of snake bitten. Like, Guardians fans are, where there's always some kind of insane circumstance that keeps them from going to the next level. It was the Astros a few years ago in a similarly long game. I think it was Cleveland that had the insane comeback against them back in the 2000s. Like, it's always something fucking crazy going wrong. They've never even been to a World Series. They're now 2 games away from doing so. But anyway, so the grounds crew, the stadium crew, deserves a lot. Not the grounds crew. The people running the stadium deserve a ton of credit, I think, because they recognized the energy was gone. So they're like, we basically played 2 games now. Let's have another salmon run. So they set it up in the middle of the 15th inning, right? And they have a particular salmon named Humpy, who was 0-162 in his salmon runs this year.
Humpy, buddy.
And against all odds, Humpy the Salmon wins his first salmon run of the year. The stadium went fucking crazy when this happens. Brought literally everything back to life. Mariners end up walking it off that inning.
It's destiny. One time.
Like, legitimate, like, you can make all the jokes about destiny, everything else. I do legitimately think getting the crowd riled back up after being down for that long was massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive. Because the Mariners not only now, like, they burned through all their pitchers, they managed to win that game. They then 2 days later have to go to Toronto for game 1. I think most people thought that was going to be a throwaway.
Yeah.
After playing a long series. They're now up 2-0 on Toronto. And, yeah, they've been wiping the floor with the Blue Jays so far. So, congratulations, Humpy. You could not have come at a better time.
They got Humpy and Dumper.
Big Dumper. Big Dumper, go poo-poo. All right. Fantasy on Ice. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself.
Yeah, Brandon, you can drink for this one because finally this fucker loses.
Yay!
And it wasn't even a bad week. Up until Monday night, he was projected to win it, even with Bucky Irving, who's been out for 2 weeks, scoring 0 points for him.
If I'm going to lose fantasy on ice in any way, I want it to be the Falcons beating the Bills and having both Drake London and Bijan go off in our league to make that happen.
Yeah.
Fair trade-off.
Brandon, I mean, he still scored just shy of 100 points, had some injury bad luck with Mazda Marv going down with a busted head gasket. David Njoku, I think he took an arrow to the knee, and then Bucky not even playing. Then Michael, coming out of nowhere, he was projected to get stomped in this game.
I think I was projected to get like 60.
Yeah. And then instead, he got, 59.6 points between Drake London and Bijan Robinson. Yeah, he had 5 other players not even scored 10 points. He had 1 player not even score 1 point. It was awful. But 102.7. And then my team, the epitome of consistency with 111 points, led by MVP favorite Patty Mahomes and Derrick Henry finally deciding to play football again. But yeah, Brandon, finally on the loser board this year.
What can I say, man? Everyone's got to lose one. You know, we needed to get one loss on the board just to kind of wake us up. You know, it's a long season. And I think this is exactly what we need to get back into shape. So
the good news is you get to pick first now from the wheel.
Yeah. So question about that, because this is the first time I've run into this. I can't keep waiting on Bucky Irving. I don't know when he's coming back at this point, and this team just keeps getting hurt. So with him being my injured player, would he go before or after just the regular person I want to throw back?
He would go after.
After. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. All right. Let me get the wheel.
I mean, he could go first, but then you just have to wait until it comes back around to you to drop the next person.
Okay.
So you can't do 2 in a row. You go once,
yeah.
Then it goes Mike, then it goes me, and then it goes back to you.
Unless I drop the injured player first.
No. Regardless.
Okay.
First.
So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I'll start with my tight end then. And guys, we did finally update this wheel.
Yes.
To everyone's benefit. Because
Caleb Johnson, sick of him.
Hey, we saved you, Mike. I don't even want to hear it.
I mean, Mike, you technically saved me as well because I ended up rolling Caleb Johnson after you had gotten him. And then we went back and said, nah, we'll re-roll for you.
All right, I am rolling for my tight end as we speed. Oh, stop! Let's go, Trey McBride.
He's making that up. We can't see the wheel.
Watch it after the fact. Contribute to the clicks, Mike.
Dude, I just golfed and shot a -9 by myself. Nobody else was around. It was awesome.
It's not my fault that our fan can see it and you can't, Mike. All right. All right, then.
Mike.
Mike's up.
Somebody else go. I want to look at my team and see who's in what.
Oh, so he's passing.
Unless this is perfectly ordered. Oh, that's what I was actually going to ask. So Garrett Wilson is currently listed as doubtful and projected for 0.00. Am I just kind of screwed?
I'd count that as an injury designation, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bucky is also, or did he already get listed as out? Oh no, he's already listed as out. Okay.
I would, if Sleeper has him at 0.0.
Yeah, I would count that.
I'm
as
good
out.
with that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well then, I'm gonna end up getting a new. I'm gonna get a new tight end, and I'm gonna throw Garrett Wilson back in. So,
what are you doing first?
Let's do a motherfucking. Let's do a wide receiver first.
All right. Now he is a wide receiver, not a flex.
Yep.
Wide receiver.
All right. Because when I go to Bucky, I believe he's a flex, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Donkey Kong is a flex. DK Metcalf.
That's right. All right. Let's roll for receiver. Garrett Wilson no longer in, and you got Garrett Wilson of the New York Jets. Don't worry, we'll roll again. But Jesus fucking Christ!
Show me Khalil Shakir.
Of anyone, you had 30 options. All right, let's try that again. Oh, Wandale Robinson.
Wandale Robinson.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, he had a good game this past week. That's how he got into the top 30.
Remember when you had Jake Ferguson?
I'm not having fun.
Oh, Jesus.
Pictures of Penguin.
Yeah, so yeah, you remember when you had Jake Ferguson?
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected him to be tight end number 1 right now.
Probably not.
No, that's fair.
Patrick, anybody?
I say we are going into the big wheel, the flex wheel.
The flex wheel.
Zach Ertz.
Flex wheel. All right.
Did you update the flex wheel?
I did update the flex wheel.
Thank God. Okay.
Plenty more chaos in here now, and you now have James Cook, unless someone else has him. Does he?
Wow.
Hold on.
I don't think anyone
We're
has
gonna make
James
sure
Cook,
he's
do
not
we?
out.
The rich get richer, huh?
Yeah, that's definitely the word I'm looking for is richer.
James Cook? You don't want James Cook?
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of James Conner.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
you got James Cook. James Conner is hurt as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure James. I got him mixed up. Yeah.
Number 6 overall. That sounds
Cool. No, we're good.
Oh, darn.
Not Wandale Robinson, guy.
All right, let's keep it on the flex wheel because Bucky is getting tossed back. Sorry, Bucky. All right, let's roll.
Why is he not showing up on here?
Kyler Murray. Yay?
For what? That's what I said. You spun
Wait.
flat.
Oh, wait. Why are quarterbacks in here?
Yeah,
I added too many things to the flex wheel, boys.
I put quarterbacks in there.
Let's try this again.
Oh, so things are broken? We get to respin?
Okay, relax.
You
I
didn't
got
spin the
Evan
flex wheel.
Ingram this time. Okay?
I say the only one who would get to respin was me because I did the flex wheel.
This is true. You should have to respin and not.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, who'd you end up with, Brandon?
Evan Ingram again.
and who'd you drop?
Bucky Irving.
Bucky?
Yay.
Oh.
Yes.
That hurts. Okay.
All right, Mike, what are you doing?
You can't be too upset because you got Trey McBride.
You get rid of Old King Cole?
Yeah, it's either Old King Cole or
Pacheco?
Because my team is awful. You know what?
Or you can get rid of Tua, have a concussion to Viola.
I could do what you just said there. What running backs are still on the board? I was the question?
We've got Jonathan Taylor, Devon Achane, Javonte Williams, Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, Jameer Gibbs, Cam Skattebo, Rico Tattle, Travis Etienne.
Wow, you say that, and then I'm looking at your teams right now. I just decided to go to your teams and see what's going on. Glad to see your teams just have like 4 of the top 10 running backs. That's cool.
Yeah.
Just Genty, McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Saquon. Cool.
I mean,
All
you
right.
got Bijan.
Yeah, I have Bijan and
Yeah, Bijan single-handedly kept you from taking an ice.
Throwback Pacheco. I don't care about anything.
Is he a running back?
Just running
Yes,
back.
he is a running back.
All right. Also, yeah, I looked at the flex wheel. I added all 4 positions into here, so it's just
Nice.
extra chaotic.
Interesting.
All right.
If
So
it was on a quarterback and I flex a quarterback, can we turn this into a super flex?
I mean, I'd be down for a super flex at this
I'll
point.
take
That'd be
Kyler
fine.
Murray.
I want you guys to get better.
all right, let's spin the running back wheel.
Show me
Tony
Isaiah.
Pollard.
Show me Jeremy McNuggets.
Is Travis Etienne taken?
No, he is not.
Not taken.
Could be worse.
What number 14 on the board? Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right. Moving on up.
Good job, boys.
All right. So the real question is, do I think Derrick Henry's back and drop him, or not drop him because he's on a bye and just take the 0?
Oh.
Or do I drop him and
Ooh.
try to do better?
You actually considering dropping Derrick Henry? That's.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
You know what? I think you should. I think you should.
I think you should follow your heart.
Oh, I'm
Patrick.
questioning this. Just do it.
I mean, I'm trying to make this fun.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's do it. Show me potato
All right,
salad.
back
Yeah,
to the wheel.
You could
Running
comfortably
back wheel.
spin again.
All
What'd you
right.
say?
I said you could comfortably never spin again.
That's not true.
All
I
right.
still have T. Higgins on my team.
That's true.
I didn't see Derrick Henry was on bye. That makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Here we go. Well, you upgraded Josh Jacobs.
JT. Who?
Josh Jacobs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome.
You all right,
The rest
you all
is
right,
in-
Mike?
This is so much fun.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Now all I need to do is replace T. Higgins and get someone more consistent than Jamison Williams, and I'll be happy.
Don't worry, you'll just land Justin Jefferson or Jamar.
Probably.
Jamar or Justin Jefferson been not doing great.
No, because he has Carson Wentz throwing him the ball.
Yep. Or
Whoever
JJ
thought that was a
McCarthy.
bad idea.
Wow.
I really thought he was quarterback proof. He is not.
Not quite.
Justin-
Nor is Jamar Chase.
Justin Jefferson's got he's got 123 yards last week and 126 yards the week before.
Yeah, but for actual wide receivers, he's like the 20th wide receiver.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 19, but you're right.
All right, let's put a bow on it, gentlemen. Pick'ems, week 6, we finally had a change in the leaderboard. I went 10-5. Mike went 8-7.
Yeah.
So I am now 1 game above Mike. Patrick actually had the best week out of anybody.
Suck it, losers.
He went 11-4.
Wait, why does it say 11 and 6?
Because
you
I
better
can't
not
do
have done
math,
that
yeah.
math wrong on the back end there, Brandon.
That's what I was just thinking.
No,
Are we sure he got 11 wins?
No, the rest of these make sense here.
Okay.
No, 11-4. Because I count the total wins and then fill in the losses after. So Patrick is now 3 games out of second with plenty of time left. Still 11 weeks of this
Come back.
to go.
I think you
back.
keep taking the crazy underdog picks because they seem to work.
Yeah, I was going to say you had a couple. Let's see. Last week you picked Pittsburgh when neither me or Mike did, and you also picked Chicago. So that helped. And then what put me ahead of Mike is I took the Giants over the Eagles.
Yeah, which is such a
That was a dumb pick. I mean, it worked out, but that was a dumb pick.
that
My
is
reasoning
such
was sound.
All
All right. Let's get things going. Mike, we'll start with you. Thursday night football, the Icy Hot Bowl, Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
give me Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. All right. Patrick.
I mean, I gotta go Pittsburgh as well. I want Cincy, but I don't.
I know.
Yeah. Cincy at home, again, division game, Thursday night. I've got a feeling it'll be weirdly good, but that's not enough for me to take Cincy yet. So I'll take Pittsburgh. Patrick, Rams at Jacksonville. It's a home game for Jacksonville in London.
Yeah,
They're here often.
I mean, they love it there, but I gotta go Rams. They've looked too good, even if Puka's at 75% health.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I think they bounce back a little bit this week. Again, they're comfortable out in London. These games always end up being ugly, um, and yeah, I really don't have a lot of reasoning outside of that. If I'm being real, I think it's gonna be the best London game we've gotten by far
That's,
this year.
that's putting the bar real low.
I agree with you.
Oh,
All right, so
don't make me say it again.
boy.
Back to CJ Stroud and my comparison with him that got cut.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna pick the Rams.
the Rams.
Rams.
All right. Next up, I got New Orleans at Chicago, and I hate that I'm doing this kind of 2 picks in a row. I'm going to go Saints. This feels like a letdown spot for Chicago after 2 very close wins. This feels like the time we get a weird, inexplicable loss from a feisty New Orleans team that always seems to stick in. Mike.
I'm taking the Bears.
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 Patrick.
I'm taking Chicago, and if I call 25-24, do I get 3 points?
I'll give you 5.
But what if they don't get 25-24? Do I still get the 1 point?
I feel like if you call your shot like that, there's got to be some
Cool.
kind
Then
of
I'm just going to take the Bears.
All right, fair enough.
I'm giving him his 1 point or his 5 points. Aggressive.
So I think it's going to be the same score it was 2 weeks in a row for the third
3
week.
weeks in a row.
Innovative. Patrick, Miami at Cleveland. Someone? Oh, I guess we can pick a tie.
I say, do we know what the weather's supposed to be?
Not good. Rainy, cold.
Cleveland.
I think I'm going to take the Browns then.
All right.
I don't want to.
It's the first time
This is the first time I've picked the Browns, yeah.
I picked them last week with you, Mike.
Yeah, you did. That's right.
I think I agree just from a weather. The Dolphins never seem to play well in bad weather.
No, that's why I'm asking.
And again, vibes are bad. I think if they do lose, this is the final Mike McDaniel game. But give me the Browns.
I'm picking the Browns because I am delusional and still love the Browns. So
You'd feel really shitty not picking the Browns wearing the Browns hat.
I'd look like an asshole.
You would. I mean, you already do. All right, New England at Tennessee. This is easy. I'm taking New England, but there is always the interim coach bump. Maybe Tennessee looks a little better. Not enough for me to put money on.
Cam Ward, he's about to wake up. I'm taking the Patriots.
All right.
I'm also taking the Patriots. I feel like Mike Vrabel is going to run them the fuck over.
Yeah.
He's going to put on his old uniform and get out there.
I could see it.
He does it in practice, apparently.
That's just horrifying. Next up, this is Michael. Vegas at Kansas City.
Kansas City, dude. What?
They beat Kansas City last year. Just saying.
They can beat them this year. I'm still taking the Chiefs.
Fair enough. Patrick?
I'm going Kansas City and saying Rashee Rice has 125.
That's right. Rashee's back.
Yards.
They're freeing their boy, finally, from the thing he definitely did. I'm also taking the Chiefs.
I don't think anybody denies he did it. I think he just got a very light slap on the wrist.
No, he did. Again, I'm going back to the stupid fucking shirts they wore the week they lost to the Eagles.
Oh, that's
3-4.
Yeah.
He fucking did it.
From his own dumb mistakes?
Dude, he clearly did it. There's no doubt.
Fucking idiots.
Taylor Swift was so pissed at Travis there.
Should have been. Patrick, Philly at Minnesota.
I'm gonna take the Vikes.
Ooh, all right. I can't see Philly losing 3 in a row, and especially not to the Vikings. So I will take Philly.
Who's starting a quarterback from Minnesota?
Carson Wentz, probably.
I think it's still Carson. Yeah.
McCarthyism is still dead. What the fuck happened to JJ McCarthy?
They watched him play football. Was the problem?
Yeah. I'm going to take the Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hurts. It does hurt because I know Hurts sucks, but it's fine.
Anyway, I got Carolina at the Jets. Carolina can't win on the road this year, but the Jets are the Jets. So I'm going to take the Panthers. Yes, Michael. It's your turn anyway.
I say if you call a draw, you get 10 points.
Are you
Do you
calling a
want to
draw?
call it?
No, I'm going to Panthers, but like if you call a draw, you get 10 points.
Yeah,
That's fine
fair.
with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you get 0 points.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. In the words of Rico Dowdle, buckle up. Panthers are coming.
All right.
Buckaroo.
Mike, Giants at Broncos.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Ooh. I want the G-Men. So I'm going to take the Broncos.
Sound logic. Patrick?
Yeah, this is the brick wall that Cam Skattebo is going to get CTE from. I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of with Mike where I want the Giants, but I'm taking the Broncos. They got the Eagles, something was off that whole game. If Jackson Dart goes out and tears it up against Denver, too, awesome. But I got to see it first.
Yeah, then I'm taking the G-Men a lot more. But
Yes.
Jalen Carter missing and what's his name? Lane Johnson missing on the offense side.
Doesn't help anything.
Sorry, Jackson Dart. I'm going to take that away from you.
All right. Patrick, Colts at Chargers.
Ooh.
This is going to be the prove it game. I'm going Colts.
Colts. I'm taking the Colts as well. Chargers have not looked the same since that offensive line started getting hurt.
I'm going to take the Colts.
The Colts across the board.
I want the Chargers, but just their line is dead.
No, it's been bad. I've got Washington at Dallas. Dallas's defense is atrocious still.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Washington. I feel like this is their get-right game. Mike.
Me? Yeah, give me Washington.
The Commies. Patrick.
I'm going to take the boys.
Them boys. All right.
We them boys.
All right. A few more left. Mike. Green Bay at Arizona.
Green Bay.
Fair enough. Patrick.
Green Bay.
Green Bay across the board.
Yeah.
No surprises there. Cardinals can't get out of their own way. Patrick, Atlanta at San Francisco, or what's left of them.
I say, do we know if any of San Francisco's players are coming back for this game?
Brock Purdy's questionable.
Okay, but none of the receivers are?
Not that I'm aware of.
Cool, I'm going to stick with the Falcons. They look good enough. I know it's going to bite me in the ass, but...
Yep, and it's 100% going to bite us in the ass because I'm also taking the Falcons, and I know how
Make
this works.
3 in the ass.
3 in the ass for Atlanta. All right.
3 in the ass is worth 1 in the bush.
I don't know what ass you're going in.
Jeez, fuck.
Next game.
Yeah.
We're in.
Tampa. This starts with me. Tampa Bay at Detroit. I'm gonna take Detroit just because they're at home and the injuries continue to stack for Tampa, but I would not be surprised if the Bucs beat them. They beat them last year as well.
What he said.
Okay.
Like verbatim. I'm taking Detroit for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Patrick?
I'd say if any of the other offensive players were coming back, I'd go Tampa Bay, but backup running back, the 4th and 5th and 6th receivers.
Yeah.
That'll make it a bit difficult against the Lions of all teams.
Yeah. I know the Lions defense hasn't been great, but that offense has got to show up sooner or later.
All right. Last one, 10 o'clock kickoff, by the way. We have 2 Monday night games.
It's way past my bedtime.
10 o'clock, and we're all going to stay up to watch Houston at Seattle.
Why is it at 10 o'clock?
Because it's in
I
Seattle.
get that it's on the West Coast, but, like, put it at 8:15. Those people would love a 5:15 kickoff.
Dude, I would kill for a 5:15 kickoff.
I'm going to be traveling for work during this game. I will 100% be asleep an hour before it starts.
Yeah.
That's so late.
Who's pick?
Oh, that would be yours, Michael.
I'm going Seattle. It's at home.
Okay, or Patrick.
Actually, what?
Yeah, I was
that stat.
Well, I'm taking Seattle for the reasons that Patrick was going to say.
And I am going to take Seattle for the reasons Mike was going to say
Patrick
was going to say.
Well, Patrick was going to say that Mike McDonald struggles at home.
Oh.
But Seattle's look really good.
But it's
I'm
Houston.
sticking with them.
All right, yeah, that defense is very good. Like C.J. Stroud's looked better the last 2 weeks, but against much worse defenses than Seattle's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Oh, Pancake, are you joining for the last 30 seconds or so? Everyone say
Oh,
hi to
Pancake, you're so big. You're no longer Silver Dollar.
No. She
You're
does have a little
almost a
silver.
Mickey Mouse.
She's got a silver name tag now. So fun, quick story. We got all the cats' name tags because they keep trying to leave. And the one cat specifically, Duck,
Close the door.
he's our. Well, we got to let our dog out too. That's the problem. They wait by the door and like try to sprint out. We're obviously abusing these animals, but Duck, our very special orange cat, who's a fucking moron. Thought it would be fitting when I was doing the customizations. I got him a tag that is shaped like a dog bone. It is green. He has tried eating it already, funny enough. But then on it, it just says Duck, my phone number, and then said, you can just keep him. And then under that, kidding, please call. It fits his personality very well,
Yeah.
I think. All right, that'll do it for us, guys. Again, no Brandon next week, but you will still have these two knuckleheads here to entertain you and send me 87 different spots I have to cut, like the last time I left you two unsupervised.
You actually want me to write stuff down this time?
Preferably, yeah. We don't have the staff to go sift through the offensive shit that you guys say when I'm not around.
We barely
Hey.
put together a run sheet.
Hey. Hey.
It's for horses.
I resemble that remark.
For Patrick Walls, for Michael Tournament, I'm Brandon Soder. That's Pancake. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.